is the Hunt of Kernels Baseball. It's time for exciting live coverage of Kernels Baseball, right here on the Kernels Radio Network. Now, the voice of the Kernels. In his 11th season, here's John Rogers.
We have an overcast but warm evening here in Dayton, Ohio, as the Kernels try to even their four-game series against the Dayton Dragons at a game apiece following Dayton's 10-4 rout of the Kernels last evening. Dayton's a red-hot ball club. They lead the league in hitting and home runs. They blasted 4 home runs last night, 3 doubles and a triple. 8 of Dayton's 11 hits were for extra bases in their 10-4 triumph. Warner Madrigal's in the Allen Motor Company Kernel starting lineup this evening, and Warner has come alive with the bat a little bit. The main tool that we all know him for is his rifle arm, and Warner Madrigal, I know Bruce Hines, who goes by the nickname Cedar, was in Cedar Rapids last week during our 8-game homestand. And Warner, have you ever tried standing at home plate and tried to throw a baseball over the center field wall? I understand that's something Rocky Colavito used to be able to do when he was a teammate of Al Smith's on our board of directors. Warner, have you ever thrown a baseball over the center field wall standing at home plate?
Yeah, I can do that because Jeter told me never do that because maybe I got hurt in my arm.
He's right. You could do it, but you're not supposed to because it could hurt your arm.
Yeah, I tried to do it like 3 years ago in Arizona. He said, no, maybe your arm broken, no more throw it outfield. I didn't say.
Well, that's a good piece of advice. Warner, this ball club has a few Spanish-speaking fellas on it, Larry Infante and Cruz, Rafael Cruz. I also believe that Dallas Morris can speak Spanish. Have you ever tried speaking Spanish to Dallas?
No, he no talks Spanish, no.
Okay, but Larry Infante and Cruz and Tommy Mendoza.
Yeah, Tommy Mendoza, he talks Spanish because he got family Cuban.
Yes, his family came from Cuba.
Yeah.
Warner, your English has improved so much. How have you worked on it? Do you work on it with your host family, the Pomeroys? Do you work on it in the off-season? Do you listen to American music and watch American television? How did you become so good at English?
I listen to music, American music, watching TV, and talk somebody English, not talking Spanish.
You're doing well.
Yeah. I'm doing good because you don't see a lot of people in Spanish, only English. This is why.
That's right. Warner, your host family, the Pomeroys, I believe got to visit the Dominican Republic this past winter. Were you at home and did they get to see you?
Yeah, I see the Pomeroy family in Dominican.
Where did you take them?
I got a big resort, beautiful big resort in Dominican Republic. It's awesome. Yeah.
You met them at an awesome, beautiful beach resort in the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, because I live too close to the beach resort. I live like a 5 minute the beach resort on my house.
And did you have to pay a lot of money, or was it reasonable price for you to go to the beach resort?
No, sometimes I have privacy beach resort and no privacy.
Okay, some are private and some are open to the public.
Yeah, open to the public. It's beautiful too.
Warner, what do kids your age like doing on the beach in the Dominican Republic? Do you like playing Frisbee? Do you like surfing? Do you like fishing? Do you like throwing the football? What do you do when you go to the beach?
I do in the all-season Dominican fishing.
Oh, you like fishing?
Yeah, my dad has all fish in Dominican Republic, yeah.
Now, do you go out in a boat or a trawler, or do you fish off the dock?
I go on the boat like 2 hours away fishing.
Do you know a lot about fishing?
Yeah, I know a lot about fishing.
What kind of fish do you catch off the coast of the Dominican Republic?
Dolphin, marlin.
You catch dolphin and marlin?
Yeah, in Dominican Republic.
About how heavy are they? 20 pounds or?
100 pounds. Marlin, 300 pounds, something.
100 to 300 pounds. Now, do you and your dad know how to then clean the fish?
Yeah, so it's easy.
Oh, okay. And then what do? Do you sell the fish meat, or do you keep it and cook it yourself?
No, I send it to my dad's store. He sold it from somebody people, my dad's store. Yeah.
Okay, your dad has a store.
Yeah, my dad's store.
Is fishing harder work than baseball?
Yeah, it's more hard. Yeah, a lot of people lose life.
It's dangerous.
In the water, yeah, because you go 2 hours away.
You're 2 hours off the coast, and the seas can get...
Yeah, you don't see nothing. You only see water and sun.
And does your dad own the fishing boat, or does he rent it?
No, my dad no go fishing. My friend, my brother, my cousin go fishing for my dad.
So you do it for your dad?
Yeah, I do it sometimes, but not for my dad. I do it for myself.
For yourself, too?
Yeah, I like it.
You enjoy fishing?
Yeah, I enjoy fishing. I like it so much.
Warner, what kind of bait do you use on the end of the line, or do you fish with nets?
I fishing with line.
What's on the end for bait? Worms, or what do you put on the end of the fishing line to catch the fish? Do you understand?
Yeah, I don't.
A lure?
Yeah, I throw a lure, something, yeah.
And that works?
Yeah, the big line, like 120.
Yeah. Warner Madrigal is our guest
from Dayton on the South Slope Communications Triple Play Show. As you could hear, Warner has come so far in his mastery of the English language, telling us about his strong arm and also his love of fishing. He said he goes out 2 hours away from the coast in the Dominican Republic with his friend and catches marlin and dolphin, and that it's very dangerous. All he can see is water and sun. Warner's in the Allen Motor Company Kernel starting lineup this evening. This is the South Slope Communications Triple Play Show, and I'll set Game 2 starting lineups here from Dayton. Thanks to our guest, Warner Madrigal. Starting lineups in a moment. This is Kernel Baseball on the Kernel Radio Network.
South Slope Cooperative. We're here for your communication needs. Internet service, telephone, and TV. As a cooperative telephone company, our members are owners who make a good team. Service second to none. South Slope Cooperative Communications. Communications Triple Play, voice, video, and data with South Slope Cooperative in North Liberty. South Slope's lineup features everything that connects you to information. Digital wireless phones, long-distance plans, data home and business wiring, video conferencing, dial-up and high-speed internet service, fiber optic installation and termination, and digital video TV service in most areas. For all your communication needs, think South Slope. Visit them at southslope.com.
Great to hear from Warner Madrigal on the South Slope Communications Triple Play Show. Welcome to Dayton, Ohio. The Kernels are here to take on the Cincinnati Red minor leaguers in Game 2 of a 4-game series that saw Dayton whack 8 extra base hits of their 11, and they were 10-4 winners last night. This evening, Nick Adenhart will be on the hill with his 4-0 record to face this potent Dragon offense. I'm John Rogers. If you're ready, I'm ready to give you the starting lineups for this evening's second game. For the Dayton Dragons, they're 16-15, and it's the first time they've been above 500 since the year 2003. Dayton is in 4th place in the Western Division first half standings of the Midwest League with their 16-15 mark. Their skipper's Billy Gardner Jr. His father managed in the big leagues, was the skipper for both the Royals and Twins at different points in his career, and Billy Gardner Jr. managed in the Royal system at the high A level the last 3 years before joining the Cincinnati Red organization. Leading off for Dayton is their left fielder, Mike Griffin. He has 39 hits, tied for third in the Midwest League, also tied for first in doubles. Mike Griffin in left. He played second last night. Paul Yanish had 3 hits, 2 doubles, and a home run. The shortstop leads the league in hitting with a .407 average. Batting third, he socked 2 home runs in the Dragon win last night. Jay Bruce, the designated hitter, he's third in the league with 23 RBIs. Out of Princeton, a speedster switch hitter, B.J. Szymanski. Szymanski will bat cleanup for the Dragons. Hitting fifth, at third base, he homered in the first inning last night. Eric Eyman, E-Y-M-A-N-N. Joselito Hernandez will hit sixth. He's at first base. Batting seventh, Craig Tatum, the catcher. Tatum didn't play last night. Gerardo Cabrera will be in right field and bat eighth for the Dragons. And hitting ninth is Mike DeJesus, the second baseman. On the hill, making his 4th start of the year with a 1-1 record, right-hander Jeff Stevens. Stevens went to school at Loyola Marymount, and he was a 6th-round pick last year. 22-year-old, 6'1", 220-pound right-hander Jeff Stevens on the hill with his 1-1 record for the Dragons. Dayton is taking the field. Allen Motor Company, proud to sponsor the Kernel starting lineup. Allen's now has the 2005 Buick LeSabre at just $13,890. That's only $199 a month. And that includes your first year's maintenance on Allen's. Allen's will pay your first year's maintenance when you buy now a 2005 Buick LeSabre, a 2005 Buick Century, or a 2006 Buick Rendezvous. The Allen Motor Company starting lineup will get started before the national anthem. Switch hitting, leading off, the shortstop, Heinle Stacia. Brad Kuhn will bat second, and he'll be in center field. Hitting third at second base, Dallas Morris. He's been red hot with the bat. The Colonel cleanup batter drove in 3 of the Colonel 4 runs in last night's loss. Jordan Renz in right field. Renz in right batting cleanup. At first base is Mark Trumbo. He'll hit 5th. Batting 6th behind the plate, Brett Martinez. Travis Schlichting will be at the hot corner and bat 7th. Hitting 8th, our South Slope Communications triple play show guest, Warner Madrigal, the DH, and in left field, batting 9th out of Texas Tech, Madison Edwards. On the hill, Nick Adenhart, 19-year-old right-hander, 4-0, 1.96 ERA. That's the Allen Motor Company Colonel starting lineup. Now a brass ensemble below to play the national anthem. Quartet of trombonists playing the national anthem here at beautiful Fifth Third Field in downtown Dayton, where the Kernels are out to even this 4-game series with the Cincinnati Red minor leaguers at a game apiece. I'll have this evening's action for you in just a moment here on the Kernel Radio Network.
Our members are owners who make us a team. Service second to none. South Slope Cooperative Communications. Turner Communications triple play. Voice, video, and data with South Slope Cooperative in North Liberty. South Slope's lineup features everything that connects you to information. Digital wireless phones, long-distance plans, data home and business wiring, video conferencing, dial-up and high-speed internet service, fiber optic installation and termination, and digital video TV service in most areas. For all your communication needs, think South Slope. Visit them at southslope.com.
On the hill for Dayton is a right-hander who started the season in the bullpen. He's made 3 starts, Jeff Stevens. 75 degrees our game-time temperature. The Dragons are 16 and 15 on the year. The Kernels 15 and 16. The Kernels are in 4th place in the 8-team Western Division first-half standings, 3 games back of Peoria, 2 behind second-place Kane County, and just 1/2 length behind the Beloit Snappers. On the Kernel Trail, however, both the Swing of the Quad Cities and Wisconsin, those 2 ball clubs are 14 and 17. The Kernels are in their all-gray road uniforms with red batting helmets, red numbers trimmed in white, and Heinle Stacia's the first up. In the Allen Motor Company Kernel starting lineup, Bobby Magianis is flip-flop Station Kuhn in the Allen Motor Company order, and the game's first pitch from Stevens rides inside a fastball. Last night, Jordan Renz popped a 2-out, 2-run homer with Dallas Morris aboard, and the Kernels enjoyed a short-lived lead before Dayton bounced back with 3 in the bottom of the first. There's a strike on the inside corner. 1-1 to Heinley. He's batting .280. Had 3 of the Kernels' 9 hits last night. Ball 2 down and in from Jeff Stevens. We've seen some big Air Force cargo carriers fly over this ballpark the last 2 afternoons and evenings because of the Air Force Base. There's ball 3 outside. Stasia's 3-hit performance last night lifted his average to .280. No homers, 7 RBIs. The 3-1 is a letter-high fastball apparently upstairs. Heinley Stasia has drawn a leadoff walk to open things up here tonight. We're just underway, and you're enjoying the game on 1450 KMRY Cedar Rapids. Now Brad Kuhn, who ordinarily leads off, left-handed hitter. He'll bat second against Stevens. Jeff has pitched 18 innings, allowed 20 hits, struck out 17 batters in 18 innings, and walked only 5. And he fires a strike, a fastball, to Brad Kuhn, who was nothing for 4 last night. Dayton is in their white home uniforms with black socks and black hats with green bills, green letters across the front that spell out Dragons, sleeveless tops with black sleeves underneath. Kuhn wraps one in the air foul. That one beyond the second deck here. We told you last night there are many names for a second deck of a ballpark. Mezzanine, loge, terrace, tier. Here at Fifth Third Field, the second level where we broadcast from is known as the club section, and it houses 36 suites. And then down below the suite balcony seating that's protected by a roof are 5 rows of maroon club seats. A throw to first, and Stasia's back standing up. Heinley's 6 for 9 in stolen base attempts. He has a good lead. He's being held by Jabalito Hernandez. And the right-hander Stevens pumps in the 0-2 pitch high and away, ball 1 to Kuhn. Brad is tied for third in the league with 9 stolen bases. The Kernels lead the league in steals, 46 stolen bases for our ball club in 31 games. A throw to first and a late tag by Hernandez as Stasia got back standing up. Top of the first inning, 1 on, nobody out for the Kernels. Kuhn stands straight away from the left side, uses a black lacquer bat, and Brad is wearing batting gloves. There goes Stasia, and a pitch is looped foul out of play down the left field line. There's no grandstand roof here at Fifth Third Field. It's an open-air structure that holds over 10,000. Down the lines, they've squeezed in some angled grass slope seating. A big berm above the right field wall, the right center field wall, stretching from near the right field foul pole all the way near the big, dark, black net that serves as the batter's eye here. Is Heinley running? No. Brad takes upstairs, and that's ball 2. From Jeff Stevens, 22-year-old right-hander, 6'1", 220. He's working from the stretch. Stasia draws a throw, and Heinley's back standing up. It was sunny all day here today, but the last hour has brought overcast conditions, and the lights are on. They've just turned the lights on here, at least behind home plate. The 2 giant light towers above the outfield have not come on yet. Those lights haven't come on. Stasia is out trying to get back to first. He was leaning, and he got picked off for the first out. Heinley Stasia picked off. It was pitcher to first base. Well, you throw over there enough, and you're either going to wear out the runner or catch him trying to get that extra jump. And Heinley, you could see his body language. He was taking a one-way lead off first base, and he was kicked off trying to get back in hand first. We'll lose some runners on the bases this season. We always will, as long as we're with the Angels. Strike 3 called on the inside corner to Brad Kuhn. So you go from having a runner at first with nobody out to having the bases empty and 2 out in a matter of 1 pitch. That's how quickly things can turn in this game of baseball. Brad Kuhn caught looking on a fastball on the inside corner. 2 away for Dallas Morris. Dallas has sure been carrying his load. He's riding a 4-game hitting streak. Strike one, a breaking pitch on the outside corner from Jeff Stevens. Yeah, it's tough to lose base runners the way we do sometimes, but it's also very gratifying. Here's a line smash into center right at Szymanski, and B.J. reaches up and has it. Dallas Morris hit it right on the button and lines out to center. I was going to say, for all the disappointing turns that our base running gives us, we also have to be very appreciative and grateful of all the runs we score and the extra bases we take because of the Los Angeles Anaheim Angels philosophy that is dictated from Bill Stoneman and Mike Scioscia all the way down through the minor league system. Well, after one half inning, Kernels nothing, Dragons coming up. And you're enjoying Kernel Baseball here on the Kernel Radio Network.
Fairfax State Savings Bank is paying you to come to the ballpark every Wednesday this season. You heard right. Fairfax State Savings Bank is paying you to come to Veterans Memorial Stadium every Wednesday this season. The first 750 of you Kernel fans to enter the gates before Wednesday's home game will receive an envelope full of money inside from Fairfax State Savings Bank. Each of those 750 envelopes will contain a greenback up to a $100 bill. Fairfax State Savings Bank, free money Wednesdays. Come early to line your pocket with cash. Meet Jim.
Well, it's nice how he spends weekends in his yard trying to kill weeds. Gotcha. Meet Dave. He spends weekends on the green. That's because Greg's Lawn Service takes care of his lawn. Mowing, fertilizing, pruning, and, yep, weed control. Greg does the big jobs, too. Landscaping, retaining walls, curb edging, and patios. So when you've had enough of those little devils...
Yes.
Call 393-0101. Greg's Lawn Service, a cut above the rest.
Hi, I'm Tanya Sedlock, your local Pekin insurance agent at Andrews Insurance here in Cedar Rapids. We all know how quickly life can change. You buy a new car or a new home. Your family is blessed with a new baby. Your teenager starts driving the family car. I'm here to help with a complete line of insurance plans to give you protection when you need it the most. Pekin Insurance has been in business of insuring people for 85 years. I'm here to put your interests first. Please visit me, Tanya Sedlock, at the Andrews Agency.
First up for Dayton is their left fielder tonight, Mike Griffin. He played second base last night, and Nick Adenhart's first pitch is high and tight, ball one. Kernels got a leadoff walk from Heinley Station the first, but he was picked off. Now a fastball from the 19-year-old Kernel right-hander is in for a strike to right-handed batting Mike Griffin. 2 for 4. He doubled in a run in Dayton's 2-run second last night. Then he singled and scored in the Dragon 2-run fifth inning. Nick's next delivery is just inside, a fastball. 2-1 to the .310 hitter, Mike Griffin. Straightaway stance, and he wraps one on the ground to the right side. Mark Trumbo gets a nice big hop and leads Nick Adenhart perfectly with an overhand toss. And Nick Adenhart gets Mike Griffin. He jammed him, and Griffin bounces out first base, the pitcher covering 3-1. The Kernels worked very hard on that play, where the first baseman, in this case Trumbo, had to cut to his right to field that grounder and then make a lead throw, just like a receiver is receiving a pass from a quarterback. Leading that pitcher perfectly was Mark Trumbo. Now Nick Adenhart, the Kernel right-hander, has Paul Yanis, the league's leading hitter, to contend with, and ball one has Yanis jackknifing out of the way. Strike one on the outside corner to Yanis. One away here in the bottom of the first inning. No score. Paul Yanis out of Rice University in Houston. And he leans back from ball two. Yanis played here last year in 55 games. He batted .245. This year he leads the league in hitting with a .407 mark. 3 for 4, doubled twice and homered last night. Yanis bounces the 2-1 pitch foul off the railing of the Dragon third base dugout. 2-2 to Yanis, Janish. Paul has 5 homers. He's driven in 16. The 2-2 is high and in, ball 3. Kernel outfield has Madison Edwards in left, Brad Kuhn in center, and Jordan Renz in right. The payoff pitch from Nick. Stroked hard into right field for a base hit. Jordan Renz retrieves it on one hop, gets it back into Dallas Morris. Paul Janisch adds to his .407 league-leading batting average on a 3-2 pitch. He took it the other way and lined it one hop in front of Jordan Renz. Kernels had a runner on in the first inning. He was picked off. Dayton has a runner aboard here in the second inning, or in the first inning as well. Paul Janisch does not have a stolen base yet this year. Here's Jay Bruce, who belted 2 home runs last night. Big swing and a miss by the 19-year-old first-round pick of the Reds last year. Jay Bruce, 6'2", 205, from Beaumont, Texas. Wide stance, left-handed batter, holds his hands up high, and looks at strike 2 on the inside corner. Bruce's 2 home runs last night, 1 in the first inning, another in the 5th inning, upped his season total to 7. He's in the hole, no balls, 2 strikes here in the bottom of the first inning. And he rips one foul into the screen as Nick Adenhart came right after Jay Bruce. He broke in last year with the Gulf Coast League Reds in rookie ball, hit .270 with 5 homers, then spent some time in Billings, Montana. Bruce goes the other way and loops a foul ball onto the roof that protects the Sweet folks here. Sweet as in S-U-I-T-E. We're in downtown Dayton. Hard to believe this is the 7th year of professional baseball here. It's 402 feet to dead center, a 12-foot high green padded wall. And a Nick Adenhart Uncle Charlie has Jay Bruce swinging and missing strike 3. 2 gone for the Dragons here in the first inning. And now they send up their cleanup batter, B.J. Szymanski. Szymanski was a star receiver at Princeton, switch hitter. In 50 games here last year, he hit .262. Hit 10 home runs in 50 games, though. B.J. has 8 home runs already this year, and he's batting .235. Very good speed for a cleanup batter, B.J. Szymanski. Fastball just misses inside, according to the plate umpire. Our umpires is always sponsored by Anderson of Brown Eye Care. Full-service comprehensive eye care at their new location on Boyson Road in Hiawatha. Ball 2 down and into the switch hitter, batting left, B.J. Szymanski. S-Z, the Z is silent, Y-M-A-N-S-K-I. From Wichita Falls, Texas, by way of Princeton. A pitch in the dirt and a wild pitch allows Paul Janisch to take second base. Retrieving it about 30 feet behind the dirt batting circle, Brett Martinez, and it's ball 3 to B.J. Szymanski. That wild pitch, the 4th charge this spring on Nick Adenhart, who has been phenomenally successful this season. 4-0 with a 1.96 ERA. Will Szymanski be swinging on this 3-0 delivery? Yes, and he corks it into left center. Leaping stab by Stacia! Hindley Stacia with a tremendous acrobatic catch, sensational stab as Szymanski was swinging on 3-0, and he lashed it. It was headed into the left center field gap, but there was Hindley Stacia to fully extend himself, a leaping catch on the Szymanski line drive out to end the Dayton first inning. Oh, what a play by the Kernels shortstop to take a run away from the Dragons here in their half of the first inning. For Dayton, no runs, 1 hit, a wild pitch. There were no Kernel errors, and the Dragons leave 1 man aboard. After 1 inning, great to have you with us tonight from Southern Ohio, where flight took flight, the birthplace of aviation. We go to the second inning, and it's the Kernels nothing, the Dragons nothing. You're listening to Kernel Baseball on the Kernel Radio Network.
There's a lot you can do to satisfy your taste for Italian. You can marry one. Do you, Susan Smith, take Giuseppe Florentina? You can drive one. Or you can go to Zio Giano's and feast on Zio's homemade bread, pizzas, and pasta, authentically prepared in Zio Giano's famous Italian style. Zio Giano's for the hometown taste of Italy.
Oh, come to Zio Giano's, the pasta makes you Zio. Come to Zio Giano's for real Italiano. Come to Zio Giano's, the pasta makes you.
What do I get at Cost Cutters?
Hey, my hair is my trademark. I gotta be able to count on a good cut. It's tough to keep my hair looking thick, even if it's not.
I get a good cut, no long wait, a smile, and a little something left over in my wallet.
I get little trims that keep my hair long and healthy, and stuff to make it loose and curly one day and straight and sassy the next.
With expert stylists trained in the latest trends and techniques and your favorite professional styling and hair care products, you'll always get what you're looking for at Cost Cutters. At Cost Cutters, you can always count on convenient, affordable, professional care and products that help you create just the style you want. At Cost Cutters, you'll always get a little more.
What do I get at Cost Cutters? A slick, clean cut, great highlights, and a little wig from the hottest stylist I've ever seen.
Jordan Renz, the Colonel cleanup batter, will be first up here in the top of the second to face right-hander Jeff Stevens, who misses away with the fastball. Jordan drove in 3 of the Colonel 4 runs last night. A 2-run homer is 4th of the season. To top the club came in the first inning with Dallas Morris aboard. Now a base hit ripped through the left side, and Jordan Renz adds to his .272 average as he drilled one between the third baseman Iman and Paul Janisch, the shortstop. Leadoff single for Jordan Renz to open up the Colonel second. Here's Mark Trumbo. Mark was 0 for 4 in the series opener last night. 19-year-old, 6'4", 225-pounder that the Angels are very, very high on in terms of his ceiling, so to speak, how far he can go in this game. A curveball is upstairs to Mark for ball 1. Now Trumbo takes a look at Bobby Magallanes, who's coaching beyond the coaching box at third. That coaching box defined by a rectangle that's painted onto the grass. It's not a dirt coaching box. Eric Owens is coaching just outside the box at first as a pass ball is taken by Trumbo for a strike call. Outfield plays Mark straight away. Griffin in left, Szymanski in center, Cabrera in right. Throw to first, and Jordan Renz, who has 1 steal and 1 try, is back safely. Colonel record 15-16, 6-10 on the road, 9-6 at home. Pass ball, and that buzzes inside. Letter high, and it's 2-1 to Mark Trumbo. A 6-story scoreboard with a couple of giant green dragon heads between or flanking the fifth third field logo. There goes Renz, and here's a foul right over our heads behind home plate by Mark Trumbo. So Bobby Magallanes put the hit and run on. That scoreboard that I described, 6 stories high, sits atop a brick concession area beyond the left center field wall. To the left of the 381 mark, to the right of the 338 sign. A bouncer to short should be 2. Janisch to DeJesus 1, and Michael to first for the double play. Mark Trumbo has bounced into a 6-4-3 twin killing, and that clears the bases. 2 gone here in the Colonel second for Brett Martinez. Well, Bobby Magallanes did everything he could to stay out of the double play, including trying that hit and run on the 2-1 count, but Mark Trumbo hit one on 2 hops to Paul Janisch, and it was a tailor-made 6-4-3 twin killing. Brett Martinez didn't play in last night's series opener. Ball went outside to Brett. Martinez, a right-handed hitter with a .256 average, no homers, 10 RBIs. Now a fastball is low from the right-hander. Stevens last pitched Thursday. He started a game in Clinton, and he went 4 innings, allowed 2 runs on 5 hits. Here's a drive into right center. Szymanski misjudges it. It sails over BJ's head and goes to the base of the wall in center. Brett Martinez stops at second as Szymanski gets the ball back into the second baseman, Mike DeJesus, and Brett Martinez has socked a double over the head of B.J. Szymanski. Szymanski misjudged that ball. He took a bad route toward it. He cut in and then to his left and then said, whoops, whoa, it's going over my head. And Brett Martinez has his second double of the season. Brett's in scoring position for Travis Schlichting. Travis worked extremely hard before this game working on both his fielding, throwing, and hitting. I saw him in the clubhouse tunnel. I had to deliver some good news down to Bobby Magianis and Kernan Ronan, which I'll share with you momentarily. And Travis had lathered up a thick sweat. Strike one at the knees to the right-handed batter, who singled and scored in the second last night. Went 1 for 4. Martinez at second, 2 away. Here in the top of the second, we're scoreless. Stevens 0-1 is a curve, a dandy strike 2 to Schlichting. Moose Mosbach was named Midwest League Pitcher of the Week for his 2 victories during our recent 8-game homestand. Can Schlichting come out of this 0-2 count? He pops it foul down the right field line. There's a play for the second baseman, Mike DeJesus, and in foul ground in the Colonel bullpen, Mike DeJesus gloves it. Travis Schlichting on an 0-2 count fouls out down the right field line, fouling out to the second baseman. No runs in the Colonel's second, 2 hits, a double play turned by Dayton. The Colonels strand a runner, our first left in the young evening. And after an inning and a half, the Colonels and Dayton, no score. You're enjoying Kernel Baseball on the Kernel Radio Network.
With spring comes a sound we're all familiar with, lawnmowers. The Solid Waste and Recycling Department encourages you to mulch your grass this year, though instead of bag. It's a practice known as grass cycling. Why grass cycling? Well, it saves time because you don't have to rake or bag your grass clippings. But it also saves money because those clippings contain essential nutrients, reducing your need for expensive fertilizers. Best of all, grass cycling helps to save landfill space. Do your part. Grass cycle. This message from the Solid Waste and Recycling Department.
Mother's Day is fast approaching. It's a week from this. It's this Sunday, May 14th. And Peck's Flower and Garden Shop is the place that can deliver your Mother's Day gift of flowers or plants almost anywhere. Choose from one of Peck's many thoughtful, fresh flower bouquets or growing plant arrangements. Peck's is a professional FTD and teleflorist florist. They can deliver your Mother's Day gift, as I said, almost anywhere. Your mom will be delighted when she receives flowers or plants from Peck's this Sunday. Order early while you're thinking about it. It's easy. Just call Peck's at 393-5565. That's 393-5565. Or stop in. Peck's is open until 8 tonight and the rest of the week till 5 on weekends. Peck's Flower Shop and Garden Center. They've been delivering Mother's Day smiles since 1956. Peck's is located at the corner of Blair's Ferry and Edgewood Road, Northeast. Eric Iman out of Kansas State, a 19th round pick by the Reds, will lead it off for Dayton here in the bottom of the second inning. Overcast skies, 75 degrees our temperature. Iman, right-handed hitter. And he leans back from ball one, high and in from Nick Adenhart. Eric Iman's off to a good start, 298 hitter, 2 home runs, 13 RBIs. Virtually no bend in his knees, and the next delivery is inside low for ball 2. Iman is 6'3", 185. Homered in the first inning to break a 2-2 tie, and then he tripled in a run and scored in the Dragon 2-run 8th inning. Nick Adenhart brings a strike in on the outside corner. 2-1 to the third baseman, Eric Iman, out of Kansas State. That's where former Colonel catcher Brent Del Chiaro. No, Del Chiaro went to Kansas. I would be in some trouble in the Sunflower State if I made that mistake. Del Chiaro, the former Colonel catcher, went to Kansas. Iman, this batter, went to Kansas State. He swings and misses, and now ball 3 high. Nick Adenhart has run the count full to 3 Dragon hitters here in the early going. Nick goes into his full windup, thrusting his hands above his navy blue cap, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Looked like Nick Adenhart took something off that payoff pitch. Had Eric Iman out in front, and Iman waved at it. 1 gone here in the Dayton second inning. The batter, Jabalito Hernandez. Hernandez has been a fixture here in Dayton. He's from the Dominican Republic, 25 years old. Strong right-handed batter. He breaks his bat and bounces one to Travis Schlichting, who fires across the diamond to get his man. The business end of the bat winds up at the feet of Heinley Stacia. Jabalito Hernandez, a 208 hitter in 13 games, has chopped out to third baseman Travis Schlichting, and there are two away here in the Dayton second inning, no score. The Dragons are housed in the third base dugout here at Fifth Third Field. The Kernels in the first base dugout. Kernels, as I mentioned, wearing their all navy blue caps with a red and white Kernel logo on the crest, or on the bill, rather. Ball one is inside to Craig Tatum. Tatum is hitting .282 in 20 games, no homers, 5 RBIs. Right-handed batter. Ball two just missed outside to Craig Tatum. Tatum didn't play in last night's series opener. In 37 games as a Dragon last year, he hit .188 with a homer and 12 ribbies. Ball three is downstairs. Craig Tatum, 23 years old. Cincinnati Red third-round pick in 2004. He's ahead 3-0, and let's see if Billy Gardner Jr. gives him the green light. He takes a borderline pitch. The Kernels wonder where it was. Ball four, according to the plate umpire. A two-out walk surrendered by Nick Adenhart. Nick's coming off a 6-2 win Thursday at home against Wisconsin, in which he went 7 innings, surrendered 2 runs, only 1 earned to the Timber Rattlers on 4 hits. 4 hits in 7 innings. Nick struck out 7 and walked 1. Craig Tatum at first. He's not running, and there's strike 1 on the outside corner at the knees. 2, Gerardo Cabrera. He's batting 8th in the Dayton lineup. Right-handed hitter. Lean, lanky, trim right-handed batter. And he tips the 0-1 pitch foul into the mid of catcher Brett Martinez. That's strike 2. We'll have over 7,000 again here tonight. Breaking pitch, swung on and missed. Gerardo Cabrera goes down on 3 pitches, and Nick Adenhart pitches around a 2-out walk, gets Gerardo Cabrera for his 2nd strikeout of the inning, his 3rd of the night. No runs for Dayton in the 2nd, no hits, a walk, 2 Nick Adenhart strikeouts. There were no Kernel errors, and the Dragons leave a runner aboard. We go to the top of the 3rd. Kernels nothing, Dragons nothing. You're tuned to Kernel Baseball on the Kernel Radio Network.
Diet Pepsi is taking you to the movies. All kinds of movies, like horror films.
Hey, there's a guy with a hockey mask outside. Let's go see what he wants. Okay.
Sci-fi films. Gentlemen, we're in luck. Those aliens speak American. Kung Fu movies.
Your English voiceover. Look, terrible. Taste my nunchucks.
Teen flicks.
I am so ugly. Well, you'd be hot if you ditched your glasses and your nerdy side ponytail. Oh my gosh, I am hot.
Foreign films.
Le French fries, the French toast.
Baguette, le boucher.
Les croissants.
Crime films. Did you find anything?
Only this computer disc labeled totally incriminating evidence.
I'll keep laughing.
Introducing the Diet Pepsi box office promotion. Find a code in specially marked Diet Pepsi packages. Collect and enter DietPepsiBoxOffice.com to redeem for a movie ticket, even to action movies.
Well, bad guy's dead. I'll just turn my back. I can't believe you fell for that.
Light, crisp, refreshing Diet Pepsi.
Subject to official rules, void where prohibited. 63006. Multiple purchases required. See website for redemption details.
Imagine the convenience of accomplishing your next real estate transaction under one roof. Buying a home, selling a home, or securing the right mortgage loan are simple and worry-free at Todd Financial Services. Todd Financial Services knows that you've worked hard to be able to make the dream of home ownership a reality. Todd Financial Services understands that people do business with people they trust. You can count on Todd Financial Services to put you and your needs first so that your real estate transactions are pleasurable.
Through 2 innings, no score here at Fifth Third Field. Down the lines, it's 320 feet, but those lines angled sharply towards or away from home plate and quickly become 338. 381 to the left center field power alley. 402 to dead center. The wall here is green and it's padded, and they have a very unusual technology. There's a strike call to our South Slope Communications Triple Play Show guest. Designated hitter, Warner Madrigal, right-handed batter with a .233 average. Strike two, a fastball from Jeff Stevens. Warner belted a pair of home runs in the recent Kernel 8-game homestand. He's in the hole, no balls, 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss on a high fastball. Warner Madrigal gone on 3 pitches, 1 away here in the Kernel third inning. The batter is Madison Edwards. The unusual technology I'm referring to, you've probably seen it in some of the NBA and NHL arenas. They have backlit panels that are embedded into the walls here. For instance, Budweiser, a very bright red and gold colored advertising panel all the way across from the 338 sign in right to the 402 sign in center. And I'm not sure how I'm sure Andy Pantini, our director of graphics and technology, would know how they do it, but it's pretty state-of-the-art. Madison Edwards takes slow one in and now swings and misses, strike 1. Madison in 16 games, batting .128. No homers, 2 RBIs. 1 away, nobody on. Top of the third inning here in Dayton, we're scoreless. Edwards pops it a mile high to the middle of the diamond. The third baseman, Eric Iman, in front of the mound, has it. And the pitcher wound up near third base. Jeff Stevens cleared out of there. Madison Edwards has popped out to the pitching mound in front of it where the third baseman, Iman, caught it. 2 gone here in the Kernel third inning, no score. Well, so far, Jeff Stevens doesn't look like a pitcher with a ERA of 5.50. He walked Heinle Stacia, the Kernel batter here in the third inning, in the first inning, but Heinle was picked off first. Then he surrendered 2 hits in the second inning. A leadoff single to Renz, but Jordan was erased on a double play, and then a 2-out double by Brett Martinez, but Travis Schlichting fouled out down the right field line to the second baseman. Stacia sends one soaring foul into the third base seats, and now Heinle takes high and in for ball 1. Heinle Stacia from Curacao, an island off the coast of Venezuela owned by the Netherlands. A curve, and Heinle gets a piece of it and tips it foul behind home plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the Kernel switch-hitting shortstop and leadoff batter, Heinle Stacia. Outfield plays him straight away. Heinle golfs the next pitch foul into the Kernel first base dugout. Both these hurlers, Jeff Stevens, who's rubbing up a new baseball, and Kernel starter Nick Adenhart, work very, very briskly. A changeup, and that one's nubbed foul behind the plate. A light breeze is blowing from the right field foul pole towards the gigantic 6-story high scoreboard high above the left center field wall. Game 2, Kernels and Dragons. Dayton won last night's opener 10-4. We're scoreless tonight. A fastball is upstairs to Heinle. 2-2 now to Stacia. Heinle has 9 doubles, second only to Jordan Renz, who has 10. There's a changeup just downstairs. The catcher, Craig Tatum, who's wearing black shin guards and a black chest protector and a hockey goalie mask, thought it was strike 3. Now Stacia golfs the payoff pitch foul up here to this club level that they call it the club level. This is the only ballpark in the Midwest League with a second deck. Heinle Stacia drills a single into center. That was a well-earned hit by Stacia, and it's the third of the night for the Kernels. B.J. Szymanski gets it back in, and Heinle Stacia has drilled a single into center field. Well, let's see if Heinle can do some running without getting picked off. We have a terrific email from KMRY's news director, Rick Sampson, that I'll share with you in just a moment. Rick heard me allude to this city as the birthplace of flight. And by coincidence, according to Rick Sampson, our own Eastern Iowa Airport has a new major public art project that will be installed tomorrow. It's called Taking Flight. Ball 1 to Kuhn, now a fastball low and away. According to Rick Sampson, KMRY's news director, the taking flight exhibit at our airport depicts 3 giant birds with their wings extended as if taking to the air. Of course, Rick mentions that Cedar Rapids, the boyhood home of the Wright brothers, and Dayton, where they developed their airplane. Rick Sampson, thank you so much. Yes, he writes that there goes Stacia, a ground ball to short. Paul Yannick has only played at first, and he gets Kuhn by half a step. Brad Kuhn is grounded out to short to end the Kernel third inning. No runs for the Kernels, 1 hit, a 2-out single by Stacia. There were no Dayton errors, and the Kernels leave 1 aboard and have stranded 2 so far tonight. Rick Sampson, thanks for your email. And you're right. Orville and Wilbur Wright's dad owned a bicycle shop in Cedar Rapids, and he brought home a rubber band-powered flying machine toy that resembled a bird flapping its wings. That, according to Rick Sampson, KMRY's news director. Thanks, Rick. We go to the bottom of the third, and it's the Kernels nothing, the Dragons nothing. You're listening to Kernel Baseball on the Kernel Radio Network.
Don't you wonder sometimes how all those companies who claim to be the best can actually be the best? Doesn't just one of them have to be the best? When it comes to motor coach travel, Tri-State Travel is the best. We have the highest safety rating, the largest variety of coaches, a trained driving staff, and 66 years of experience. Don't you want to travel with the best? That would be Tri-State Travel, now at our new location on 7th Street Southwest.
Hi, this is John Rogers, the voice of the Kernels. I'd like to share a few words with you about Kernel team physician, orthopedic surgeon Dr. David Terse. My father was a surgeon, and like most sons, I looked up to him as the greatest dad and the best doctor on earth. When I was diagnosed with a torn meniscus in my right knee recently, I wondered if my doctor here in Cedar Rapids would measure up to my dad's standards. My doctor was Dr. David Terse. Dr. Terse's thorough and expert explanation of my x-ray, his calm and reassuring description of the procedure he would be performing, and his kind and confident bedside manner impressed me beyond my expectations. Dr. Terse has those exceptional qualities we all hope to find in our doctor: an established reputation of excellence, the ability to communicate with us so that we understand and trust his words, and that gut feeling that he truly cares about us. Dr. Terse is a world-class surgeon and a first-class person. I've experienced firsthand why the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, the Kernels' parent ball club, has entrusted Dr. Terse to care for our players.
As we go to the home half of the third, we have a delay as one of the Dragons has been honored as Player of the Month. I'm glad for Mike Griffin, the left fielder, but that's usually something that you do before or after a ball game, and it has caused Nick Adenhart to have to take some soft tosses into the catcher, Brett Martinez. But entertainment, and we all like being recognized, and that's great that Mike Griffin was given that award. I told you earlier that I shared some good news that Scott Unash, Todd Brummelkamp, and Andy Pantini all shared with me earlier. Moose Mosbach, Colonel right-hander, was named Midwest League Pitcher of the Week. So he'll probably be receiving some sort of plaque or certificate, or at least some sort of acknowledgement of that. Mike DeJesus, left-handed hitting second baseman from Staten Island, New York. That's one of the 5 boroughs. Takes high, ball 1. Now a strike at the knees. DeJesus in 16 games is batting .333. 1 homer, 6 RBIs for left-handed batting. Number 9 hitter Mike DeJesus. Straightaway stance. Big swing and a miss. Strike 2. DeJesus went to Coastal Carolina University, and he was taken in the 15th round by the Reds last year. He's only 5'8". Colonel outfield plays him straight away. And Nick Adenhart with the 1-2. Breaking pitch, just missed down and in for a ball. Kernels have out hit the Dragons 3-1. Have also drawn a walk. No score. Bottom of the third inning. And a fastball is nubbed foul off the end of the stick towards the Dayton third base dugout by Mike DeJesus. Nick Adenhart's numbers are astounding. This is his 7th start of the spring. In 36 2/3 innings, he's only allowed 26 hits. Nick has spanned 37 and 36 2/3, walked only 9. A towering pump up to second. Dallas Morris doesn't have to move a step on the dirt portion of the infield, and Dallas brings it down for the first out here in the third inning. Mike DeJesus has popped to second. One gone, and the Dragon third, no score. Remember, you'll have a chance to earn a reward from Bruce Moore in the fifth inning this evening. Our Bruce Moore Bonanza gives you a chance to have some fun by logging on to Bruce Moore's website. Here's a pitch drilled fair into the left field corner. It rattles around out there. Madison Edwards plays it well, though, and it's a one-out stand-up double for Mike Griffin, who was just honored before this inning started as the April Player of the Month. Mike Griffin has his 13th double of the season. Mike is from Baylor University, and he jumped on that first pitch from Nick Adenhart and hammered it fair down the left field line beyond the third base, or beyond the left field Dragon bullpen, and Madison Edwards played the carom very well. Mike Griffin, with his second double of this series, is at second base. He had grounded out to Mark Trumbo with Adenhart covering in the first. Here's a throw to second, and back safely Mike Griffin. Paul Janisch, the league's leading hitter, singled to right on a 3-2 pitch in the first inning. Janisch is 4 for 5 in this series. Started this evening with a league-high .407 batting average. Janisch jackknifes away from ball one inside from the Colonel 19-year-old Nick Adenhart. Nick comes set below the chin, the 1-0. Curve of beauty, a strike called. Billy Gardner Jr. is angling himself towards his lead runner at second base, Mike Griffin. Billy Gardner Jr. skippered in this league in 97 and 98. A pitch in the dirt, the throw to third, and not in time. That's a big play, as Brett Martinez couldn't come up with that pitch in the dirt, and it's a wild pitch, no stolen base for Mike Griffin. Boy, that hurts, because now there's a runner at third with the league's leading hitter up, only one out, and the Colonel infield's forced to come in for the play at the plate. Billy Gardner Jr. managed the Michigan Battlecats, now the Southwest Michigan Devil Rays, to playoff appearances in this Midwest League in 97 and 98. His dad managed in the big league 6 years with the Twins and Royals. The 1-1 to Janisch. Tapped foul up the third base side. Strike two. 2-2 to the league's leading hitter, who steps all the way out to the perimeter of the dirt batting circle. Janisch taps his black spikes with his black lacquer bat. He wears a pair of black batting gloves, a black batting helmet, and black sleeves. Black and green are the Dragon colors. Infield in for the Kernels. Curve and a swing and a miss. Paul Janisch has struck out. What a big strikeout for Nick Adenhart. Now the Colonel infield can retreat to regular depth, and it won't be any easier. Nick Adenhart will now have to face Jay Bruce, a .308 hitter, who slugged 2 home runs here last night. But what a big strikeout that was, with a runner at third and one out, of Paul Janisch by Nick Adenhart. Now Bruce, a left-handed batter, takes high, ball one. Billy Gardner Jr. spent his last 3 seasons managing in the Kansas City system in the California League. Swing and a miss on a changeup down and in. Last season, Billy was with the High Desert Mavericks. Tall, lanky skipper, coaching way beyond the third base coach's box, almost into the Dayton left field bullpen. There's a swing and a miss by Bruce. Jay Bruce, that is, and Nick Adenhart's ahead of him, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nick has struck out 4, walked 1, and surrendered no runs on 2 hits through 2 2/3 innings. Bruce waits for the 1-2. Curve, strike 3 called! Nick Adenhart carves up the slugger Jay Bruce, and Nick Adenhart prevents the Dragons from taking the lead here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Dayton had a runner at third with 1 out, the league's leading hitter at the plate, and Nick Adenhart struck him out swinging. Jay Bruce, who belted 2 home runs last night in the Dayton win, struck out looking on a curveball. In the third for the Dragons, no runs, one hit, a wild pitch. There were no Colonel errors, and Dayton leaves one man on. They've left three aboard. We now go to the top of the fourth inning. Full house here again tonight. Kernels and Dragons scoreless. You're listening to Kernel Baseball on the Kernel Radio Network.
Cedar Rapids' oldest wholesale greenhouse is also Cedar Rapids' full-service landscaping and lawn care center. Cedar Rapids Greenhouses has been serving eastern Iowans for 50 years at the corner of Johnson Avenue and Edgewood Road, behind Duffy's on the Go. Cedar Rapids Greenhouses has a full line of trees and shrubs like magnolias, maples, and lilacs. And for a limited time, buy any potted tree and Cedar Rapids Greenhouses will deliver and plant it free. If you're searching for the right beautification project, let the trained landscape designers at Cedar Rapids Greenhouses help you create a unique plan for your home. From retaining walls to ponds, waterfalls, and fountains, they'll work within your budget and taste, and they do free estimates. Lawn care featuring mowing, fertilization, seeding, sodding, aeration, dethatching, maintenance, and cleanup are all done with care and precision. For the highest quality and low prices, see the difference at Cedar Rapids Greenhouses, Eastern Iowa's full-service landscapers at the corner of Johnson Avenue and Edgewood Road.
Hi, I'm Phil Andrews, your local Pekin Insurance agent at Andrews Insurance in Cedar Rapids. I'd like to introduce you to an easy-to-understand, affordable life insurance plan with great benefits. It's simplified issue whole life from Pekin Insurance. The plan requires no medical exam, has guaranteed rates for life, and a guaranteed cash value. Life insurance made simple and affordable from Pekin Insurance. To learn more, contact me, Phil Andrews, at Andrews Insurance.
Heart of the order for the Kernels here in the top of the fourth inning. Fast-moving second game of 4 here in Dayton. A curve is a strike to Dallas Morris. Dallas lined out to center to end the Kernel first. The Kernels have had at least one base runner in each of the first 3 frames. As Jeff Stevens fires a strike, a fastball on the outside corner, 0-2 to Dallas Morris. The Kernels as a team are batting .246, tied for 11th in the 14-team Midwest League. 15 home runs. Each of those, of course, means $25 to the Haycap Food Reservoir from PRC's Community Care. Ball one is upstairs, and now a curveball low away in the dirt evens the count to Dallas Morris, 2-2. I told you that Dallas, in the first inning when he batted, has been on a hitting tear. 1 for 4 last night. He singled ahead of Jordan Renz's 2-out, 2-run homer in the first inning. Dallas has hit safely in 4 straight. And the 2-2 pitch is popped foul off to the right. Count remains even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The right-handed hitting Dallas Morris, .226 hitter with a couple of homers, 10 driven in. Fastball, strike 3 called on the outside corner. Dallas grimaces at the plate umpire. He thought that pitch was outside by 20. And it's the 3rd strikeout of the evening for Jeff Stevens. 1 away, and the batter Jordan Renz. Jordan started the Colonel's second by drilling a single into left, but then he was erased in a double play. Jordan's wearing a pair of red batting gloves and a breaking pitch down and away to Renz. Yes, for every Colonel home run belted this year, PRC, the former Access Direct, will donate $25 to the Haycap Food Reservoir in their Home Runs for the Hungry campaign, and the Kernels have slugged 15 so far this season. A curve, a strike to Renz, now a fastball outside. Puts Jordan ahead, 2 balls, 1 strike. Renz is the Colonel cleanup batter. And he twirls one into deep left center, way back at the wall, and that one is high off the light pole. It should have been a home run. It is a home run. It is a home run for Jordan Renz. He hit it off the light pole above the left center field 8-foot high padded wall to give the Kernels a 1-0 lead. Jordan Renz hit a missile, a line drive that struck a light pole at the base of the left center field wall, then caromed right back onto the field. Jordan stopped at second. Then you could see the plate umpire. First I saw the base umpire, then the plate umpire giving that twirling right index finger indicating that's a round tripper. And it is a round tripper for Jordan Renz. Look out, ball one up and into Mark Trumbo. Jordan has now belted 5 home runs, and right after we told you about PRC's Community Care home run for the hungry, Wren's connected 1-0 Kernels here in the top of the 4th inning. Big swing and a miss by Mark Trumbo, strike 1. Now a breaking pitch cut on and miss, strike 2 to Mark. Jordan Wren's whacking one over the left center field wall off the base of a light pole. The lights still haven't been turned on down there. Here's a changeup in the dirt for ball 2 to Mark Trumbo. 1-0 Kernels here in the top of the 4th inning. On the Wren's home run. Another $25 from PRC's Community Care to the Haycap Food Reservoir. Here's a deep drive into right, way back at the wall. This one is going to be caught by the right fielder, Gerardo Cabrera. He went deep into the right field corner. Mark Trumbo gave it a ride, but his drive was lassoed in on the warning track, 325 feet away, down the right field line. Ooh, Mark Trumbo really hit that one well, drilling it into the right field corner where Gerardo Cabrera caught it. Good opposite field power from Mark Trumbo. But it tailed off and faded at the very last moment. When it first left the bat, I thought it might leave the park. It was caught on the warning track down the right field line by Cabrera. Now ball 1 inside to Brett Martinez. A 1-out Wren's home run here in the 4th has staked the Kernels to a 1-0 lead. A changeup floats high and in, and Brett Martinez backs out of the way. Ball 2. Now Brett whistles the 2-0 pitch foul into the screen. The website you'll be going to in the 5th inning to answer our Bruce Moore Bonanza question for 2 Mansion Tour passes and a Bruce Moore souvenir book, www.brucemore.org, BRUCEMORE, www.brucemore.org. Strike 2 to Martinez. Now a curve, and Brett just gets a piece of it and dribbles it foul behind the plate. A light breeze still blowing from right center, or from the right field foul pole towards left center. And that may have taken some of the steam out of Trumbo's opposite field drive. There's a fastball on the outside corner. Strike 3 to Brett Martinez, who couldn't pull the trigger. In the 4th for the Kernels, 1 run on 1 hit. Jordan Wren's team-high 5th homer of the year. There were no Dayton errors, and the Kernels leave the bases empty. And after 3 1/2, the Kernels lead Dayton 1-0. You're enjoying Kernel baseball here on the Kernel Radio Network.
Reading stimulates a child's imagination, increases their mastery of subject matter, improves their spelling and vocabulary, and opens up new worlds of discovery. That's why Toyota Financial Services, the Gazette, and the Kernels are teaming up to encourage elementary students throughout the community to read. Kernels players will visit 38 elementary schools this spring to talk to students about the benefits of reading. Girls and boys will then be rewarded with nifty prizes for achieving reading milestones. Toyota Financial Services, the Gazette, and the Kernels, proud to stand behind our community's youth for reading.
Next up, a musical taste of Dr. Pepper. It's a new spin on an old vibe. From me to you, a tasty sip of Dr. Pepper for your ears, and it starts like this. I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper, wouldn't you like to be a pepper? Now that's cool, but pepper is a little better. So let's slide in a taste of this. I'm a pepper, right on. But there's still more to it. I mean, there's nothing like it, because every sip is a kick and mash up of 23 different flavors. So for the true taste of Dr. Pepper, we dial it up even more. You know it. With 23 flavors mixed into one bold taste, every sip is a cool mix of music to your mouth. Dr. Pepper, there's more to it.
The Dragons bat in the home half of the 4th, and the Kernels, on the strength of a Jordan Wren's long ball over the left center field wall in the top half of this 4th, lead Dayton 1-0. B.J. Szymanski had an RBI and a hit taken away from him on a spectacular catch at short by Heinle Stacia to end the Dragon first inning. Travis Schlichting is in on the grass at third, and here's a towering pop-up to the right side. Mark Trumbo and Brett Martinez come together. Trumbo calls, and Mark Trumbo has it. Fair ball in front of home plate by 20 feet. That was a big league, mammoth, towering pop-up with a hang time of about 8 seconds off the bat of B.J. Szymanski. Martinez came out in front of home plate, discarded his mask. Nick Adenhart shifted to the left of the mound. His left to our right, went over towards first base to get out of the way. Mark Trumbo came lumbering in and caught that high pop-up. One gone here in the fourth inning as Szymanski pops to Trumbo. Ball one inside to Eric Hyman. Hyman struck out leading off the second inning. 5 strikeouts for the Colonel right-hander already tonight, Nick Adenhart. There's a fastball outside. That's a pitch that's been called a strike for Jeff Stevens, the Dragon right-hander, but so far Nick Adenhart hasn't gotten the same kind of strike zone. The 2-0 to the right-handed batter, Hyman, is swatted in the air to right. Renz is there. Jordan waits and has it. Eric Hyman hit it on the button, but right at the right fielder, Jordan Renz, 2 away. Here in the Dayton fourth, 1-0 Kernels. We're approaching the top of the hour. It's almost 8 o'clock here in southern Ohio. Just before 7 in eastern Iowa, and you're listening to Colonel Baseball on 1450 KMRY Cedar Rapids. 2 away for Jabalito Hernandez, who takes the strike. Rick Sellers, KMRY president and owner, chatted with me earlier this afternoon, and Rick told me this is his old stomping ground, the Miami Valley. Swing and a miss by Hernandez. Rick Sellers is from not Athens, Ohio, but I'll have to think again where Rick said he was from. An 0-2 pitch gets away from Nick Adenhart, and he strikes Jabalito Hernandez. That's the last thing Adenhart wanted to do in a 1-0 game on an 0-2 pitch, but he he had the ball slip out of his hand, and he strikes Jabalito Hernandez in the upper back. That's the second hit batsman this season for Nick Adenhart. 1 on, 2 out for Craig Tatum, the catcher, who walked with 2 out in the first. Ball 1 upstairs. A fastball. But Rick Sellers began his radio career right here in southern Ohio. I believe he said in Athens. There's a fastball inside. It's 2-0 to the 282 hitting catcher, Craig Tatum. This area is known as the Miami Valley. Ball 3, down and away. Tatum, using the same approach he did in the second inning when he drew a 2-out walk, has not taken the bat off his shoulder. And in a 1-0 game in the fourth, let's see if Craig Tatum turns it loose. No, he takes a strike at the knees. Colonel pitching staff ranked 3rd best in the league with a 3.18 team ERA. The 3-1 is grounded past the mound, charged by Dallas Morris. He looks into his mitt and from shallow second flips to first to get Craig Tatum. Well, Nick Adenhart fell behind Tatum 3-0, but on a 3-1 pitch got him to squib it to the right of the mound. Nick Adenhart leaned over and tried to get it. He could not, but charging Dallas Morris at second did. In the fourth inning, no runs for Dayton, no hits, a 2-out hit batsman, no Colonel errors. Dragons leave 1 aboard. They've stranded 4. And after 4, with our Bruce Moore Bonanza question coming next, log on now to www.brucemore.org to participate. It's the Colonels leading the Dragons 1-0. This is Colonel Baseball on the Colonel Radio Network.
We're here for your communication needs. Internet service, Our members are owners who make us a team. Love is second to none. South Slow Cooperative Communication.
Get ready for summer and beat high gas prices with a pre-owned vehicle from Randy Keel Honda. Their inventory is jam-packed with fuel-efficient vehicles designed to save you money. Get an economical sedan for your daily commute, or indulge your sporty side with a high-performance coupe. Randy Keel Honda carries a large selection of Honda certified pre-owned vehicles, backed by a 12-month, 12,000-mile comprehensive warranty and 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Need to haul the entire family? For a limited time, you can get special financing on Honda certified pre-owned Odyssey. Whatever your driving needs, Randy Keel Honda has the vehicle for you. Visit Randy Keel Honda on Centerpoint Road Northeast or online at randykeel.com. Randy Keel Honda, where they treat you right.
It'll be the lower third of the Kernel order here in the top of the fifth inning. Fast-moving game. Game 2 of a Kernel 8-game homestand. It'll take us on to Clinton after tomorrow and Thursday nights. Games 2 and 3 here in Dayton. In fact, well, let's start as Travis Schlichting bats. Let's remind you that you can earn a pair of passes to the Bruce Moore Mansion and a Bruce Moore souvenir book by logging on to the Bruce Moore website, www.brucemore.org, BRUCEMORE. A curve, a strike to Travis, and now he slaps the 0-1 pitch foul to the backstop. 0-2 to Travis Schlichting, who fouled out to the second baseman down the right field line to end the Kernel's second inning. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. One gone here in the fifth inning. And that strikeout is the fifth of the game for Jeff Stevens. 2 Mansion Tour passes and a Bruce Moore souvenir book will go to our Bruce Moore Bonanza winner this evening. You can email me the answer to our Bruce Moore Bonanza right here in Dayton at John, John, at Kernels, KERNELS.com. Warner Madrigal stands in and looks at a strike on the outside corner. 1-0 Kernels were in the top of the fifth inning. Breaking pitch low and away. Our Bruce Moore Bonanza question from Fifth Third Field. What was the name of the Hall's exotic pet lion? What was the name of Howard Hall's exotic pet lion? The 1-1 to Madrigal is low, a fastball. You'll find the answer to that Bruce Moore Bonanza question on Bruce Moore's website, www.brucemore.org, and you can email me the answer at John at Kernels, KERNELS.com. Strike 2 to Warner at the knees, a fastball. 1 gone here in the Kernel fifth, and it's 1-0 Kernels. A curve is bounced foul behind home plate. What was the name of Howard Hall's exotic pet lion? That's the question tonight, our Bruce Moore Bonanza question. Warner, a right-handed batter, waits for the 2-2 and takes it just inside, ball 3. 2 Mansion Tour passes and a Bruce Moore souvenir book will be the reward. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. And again, boy, if Nick Adenhart could get that pitch, look out. But the Kernels have had 3 batters strike out on pitches apparently on the outside corner. And that is now 6 strikeouts for a fellow with a 5.50 ERA, Jeff Stevens. Not surprising, in 4 innings in Clinton last Thursday, he fanned 9 Lumber Kings in 4 innings. 9 strikeouts in 4 innings for Jeff Stevens. A ground ball pasted up the middle, a base hit by Madison Edwards. B.J. Szymanski gets it back in. Madison Edwards, first pitch swinging, wrapped it hard right through the box on the ground into center. The Kernels have had at least 1 base runner in every inning tonight. Our Bruce Moore Bonanza question. What was the name of Howard Hall's exotic pet lion? You'll find the answer by logging on to Bruce Moore's website, www.brucemore.org. And you can email the answer to me at John, John, at Kernels, KERNELS.com. Yes, Howard Hall's exotic pet lion had a name. What was his name? Pretty common name for a lion, I think. Although I don't know that many lions by name. Heinley Stacia pops one up to shallow right. The second baseman, Mike DeJesus, is 10 feet out in shallow right on the grass to glove it. Heinley Stacia, first pitch swinging, is retired for the first time tonight as he pops the second, first pitch swinging. In the fifth for the Kernels, no runs, one hit. There were no Dayton errors. The Kernels strand a runner and have left 3 aboard so far this evening. We go to the bottom of the fifth. It's the Kernels on top of Dayton, 1-0. This is Kernel Baseball on the Kernel Radio Network.
Whether you're a serious athlete or a weekend warrior, injuries can take you out of your game. Smart athletes know that Physiotherapy Associates in Cedar Rapids are the experts in the treatment and prevention of sport-related injuries. Our expert staff serves the metro and surrounding area high school athletes. Physiotherapy Associates in Cedar Rapids, the smart choice in sports medicine. Call us at 398-1569. That's 398-1569. We'll get you back in your game today.
Training and the highest quality craftsmanship in the world are 2 hallmarks of union workers. Prospective construction clients can depend on workers who have learned their craft and mastered their skills through the Cedar Rapids Iowa City Building Trades and Construction Council world-class apprenticeship program. These experienced tradesmen will work with signed contractors to bring flexibility, efficiency, safety, and the highest skill and quality in the world to all building and construction projects. Eastern Iowa works best when we say union, yes.
Technology pervades every aspect of our daily lives. This remarkable age we live in has a machine or a computer to meet almost all of our needs. But you won't find a technological device that can provide you with the personal attention for something as important as insurance. Neighbor Insurance Services, your professional Pekin insurance agency in Hiawatha, is trained on all insurance matters, including how much coverage is enough coverage. For personal attention to all of your insurance needs, see the insurance professionals at Neighbor Insurance Services in Hiawatha.
We go to the bottom of the fifth. Nick Adenhart is set to go, and he faces Gerardo Cabrera, whom he struck out. And here's a little Texas League looper that drops in front of Madison Edwards for a base hit. Gerardo Cabrera, first pitch swinging, hit it off the end of the bat and looped it into shallow center. Morris and Stacia went out furiously and frantically, but they couldn't get there. Neither could the center fielder, Brad Kuhn. I said Madison Edwards. Brad Kuhn was the guy that came on and just couldn't get there. A leadoff single for Gerardo Cabrera opens up the Dayton fifth inning. Tyne run at first, nobody out. For Mike DeJesus, let's see if the Dragons bunt. They have such a potent offense that you never know what they'll do. 1-0 Kernels. We'll give you the steps to follow one more time here in the bottom of the fifth inning in our Bruce Moore Bonanza. Throw to first, and Cabrera, 2 for 2 in stolen base attempts, dives back in just ahead of the tag by Mark Trumbo. Bottom of the fifth, 1-0 Kernels. Miguel DeJesus squares the bunt and takes the pitch inside. Ball 1. The Kernels thought it was a strike. They're still not sure where the pitch was. So the plate umpire will have to come to a reckoning on that and tell Nick Adenhart and Brett Martinez where that pitch was. Here's a bunt that thuds foul off the plate and rolls to the on-deck circle where Mike Griffin picks it up. Strike 1 on DeJesus. Mike DeJesus popped out to second to open up the Dayton third inning. Kernels about hit the Dragons 5-3 and
The National Weather Service in the Quad Cities has issued a tornado warning for northeastern Johnson County and east central Iowa until 8 p.m. At 7:09 p.m., the National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated a tornado near Solon, or about 8 miles north of Iowa City, moving east at 10 miles an hour. The tornadoes will be near Solon by 7:25 p.m. Other locations in the warning include, but are not limited to, Newport, Twin View Heights, Cedar, Morrison Lake, McBride State Park. The safest place to be in a tornado is in a basement or interior room or hallway on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a tornado warning has been issued until 8 p.m. for Johnson County, Iowa.
.com, I'm sorry. John at Kernels.com. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. Strike three. Mike DeJesus chased a changeup below the knees and a big strikeout. The sixth of the evening for Nick Adenhart. 1 on, 1 out. Top of the order, Mike Griffin, who doubled his last time up. Griffin's 1 for 2. He's batting .310. Tied for the league lead in doubles. He now has 13. Fastball. Look good from here. Ball 1, according to the plate umpire. Our Bruce Moore Bonanza question: what was the name of Howard Hall's exotic pet lion? What was the name of Howard Hall's exotic pet lion? A drive sliced foul off to the first base side. 1-1 to the leadoff batter, Griffin. We'd like you to email us, me specifically, the name of Howard Hall's exotic pet lion. You'll find the answer on the Bruce Moore website. And the right answer means 2 tour passes of the mansion and a Bruce Moore souvenir book. A pop foul right down below us. And it puts Mike Griffin in the hole, 1-2. Edwards playing deep in left. Brad Kuhn playing shallow and straightaway in center. Big lead by Gerardo Cabrera. He's not running. And a swing and a miss on a high fastball, high and tight as a matter of fact, that tied up Mike Griffin in knots. That's 7 strikeouts for Nick Adenhart. And the tying run remains at first base with 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Well, if we've stumped you this evening on the Bruce Moore Bonanza, we'll have at it again tomorrow. But we'll repeat the question one more time and keep our email window open here, John at Kernels.com. What was the name of Howard Hall's exotic pet lion at Bruce Moore? Number foul by Paul Janisch, the league's leading hitter, at the feet of Brett Martinez, evens the count to Janisch, 1-1. 1-0 Kernels, bottom of the 5th, on this overcast, 75-degree Tuesday evening in Dayton. Cut throw to first and diving back safely is the tying run, Cabrera. He singled a Texas League broken bat single in front of Brad Kuhn to open this 5th. Michael DeJesus failed to lay a sacrifice bunt down. He struck out. Mike Griffin struck out swinging. Nick Adenhart is fan 7 and 4 2/3. A pitch in the dirt, blocked by Martinez. The runner tries for second. The throw down there. Runner out. The runner out as the second baseman, Dallas Morris, had to lean over to the right side of the second base bag, but he tags out Gerardo Cabrera to end the inning. The caught stealing goes 2-4. Martinez 2. Dallas Morris. And once again, Nick Adenhart prevents the Dragons from tying the game. In the 5th inning, no runs for Dayton. A leadoff single by their number 8 hitter. 1 hit. There were no Kernel errors. 2 strikeouts and a man caught trying to steal second on a pitch in the dirt to Paul Janisch. Nobody left by the Dragons. They've stranded 4. And through 5 innings, the Kernels still lead Dayton 1-0. You're enjoying Kernel Baseball here on the Kernel Radio Network.
In today's work world, knowledge is power. Training for modern job skills is opportunity and security. And you have one of the best choices for your future right here in Eastern Iowa. It's Kirkwood. Kirkwood Community College offers over 100 degree programs to give you new job opportunities or a smart start on your college path. Find out more today. Call Kirkwood Admissions, 398-5517. Kirkwood. Start here. Go anywhere.
Hi, I'm Papa John, and when I say better ingredients, better pizza, I'm not talking about a little better. I'm talking about a lot better. Let's talk about our pizza sauce. It's made from fresh, fine-ripened tomatoes, not from concentrate. When it comes to ingredients, we select from the world's best. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. A lot better.
Call your neighborhood Papa John's today and ask for the Home Run Special, a large, thin, or original crust pizza with up to 3 toppings for $10.99. Just $10.99.
Great teams consist of diverse talents. Rockwell Collins understands this and is committed to developing diversity in our community. We recognize that our leadership in the aviation and communications electronics industry hinges on attracting and retaining a diverse workforce. And we're working with other Iowa companies to create an environment that nurtures diversity. Rockwell Collins. Different thinking makes us great. Great thinking makes us different.
We have a winner to congratulate in our Bruce Moore Bonanza. We'll share that good news with you as Brad Kuhn may try to bunt his way on to open up this Kernels sixth inning. No, he takes a curve low for ball one. The difference in the game offensively, a Jordan Renz one-out home run in the fourth inning. The difference defensively, terrific catch in the first inning on a line shot by B.J. Szymanski by Heinle Stacia to save a run. Nick Adenhart, 7 strikeouts. 1-0 Kernels, sixth inning. Ball 2 low to Kuhn. Now Brad ropes it fair past first down the right field line for extra bases. Let's see how far Brad can motor. He's headed to second, rounding second, going to third. Brad Kuhn is safe, standing up with a leadoff triple to open up the Kernels sixth inning. Brad Kuhn on a 2-0 pitch hit one sharply on the ground to the left of Jabalito Hernandez into the right field corner. And Kuhn winds up at third with his third triple of the year, as Gerardo Cabrera had to dig it out of the right field corner. And the Kernels stand on the threshold of a chance to add to their 1-0 lead after Kuhn triples past first. Brad Kuhn is at third with nobody out here in the sixth inning, 1-0 Kernels. Our Bruce Moore Bonanza question asked, what was the name of Howard Hall's exotic pet lion? Kernels season ticket holder Eric Kern emailed us with the right answer, Leo, L-E-O, Leo the Lion. In fact, here's a swing and a miss by Dallas Morris with the Dayton infield halfway. Now a swing and a foul by Dallas, strike 2. Morris is lined to center and been called out on strikes. Brad Kuhn at third. Nobody out here in the top of the sixth inning, and a right-hander is working in the Dragon left field bullpen. Can Dallas Morris come out of an 0-2 hole? There's a pitch low for ball one. Eric Kern, congratulations. By answering our Bruce Moore Bonanza question correctly, Eric, you'll be receiving 2 mansion tour passes and a Bruce Moore souvenir book from Bruce Moore. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. Dallas Morris had a pitch run up and in, and it tied him up in knots, and a huge strikeout for Jeff Stevens. His 7th. Both hurlers have recorded 7 strikeouts, none bigger than that one. And here comes Billy Gardner Jr. No, it's Larry Pearson, the Dayton pitching coach. Dayton has a right-hander warming up in their bullpen, Russell Haltwanger. Russell Haltwanger is warming up for the Dragons. I was about to say, as Pearson visits the mound, that there's a great picture of Howard Hall's pet lion, the exotic pet lion of Bruce Moore, Leo, in the Kernels souvenir program this year. It shows Leo playfully jumping up onto the fur coat of Howard Hall. Well, the meeting on the mound has broken up, and the key man now for the Kernels, Jordan Renz. Big strikeout of Dallas Morris by Jeff Stevens. Dallas, on a 2-strike pitch, had a fastball ride up and in, and he just couldn't lay off. And I mean it was a big strikeout. Will the Dragons give Renz something good to hit? Strike one on the inside edge to Jordan. We return home from this 8-game road trip on Tuesday, a week from tonight, to play Quad City. Here's a high pop foul drifting into the seats behind the backstop. 0-2 to Jordan Renz. Well, the Kernels have gone from having a runner at third with nobody out to having a runner at third with one out. And Jeff Stevens getting ahead of Jordan Renz, 0-2. Jordan steps all the way out of the dirt batting circle. Renz singled in the second leading off and was erased in a double play. Then Jordan bopped a home run, his 5th of the year, for the game's only run in the 4th inning. The 0-2 to Renz. Look out, it's over his head, a fastball, ball one. Now the infield in for Dayton. They were halfway for Dallas Morris. They're in for the play at the plate for Jordan Renz. Kuhn at third with one away. A curve, and that one is grounded foul past third as Renz fought off a good pitch. A week from tonight is a Triple Play Tuesday. Your choice of a hamburger or cheeseburger, a beverage, and a bag of chips for only $5. Gates open at 5:30. The game starts at 6:30. Next Tuesday. There's a pitch that hit Jordan Renz on his belt buckle, and Renz calmly trots down to first base. On a 2-strike pitch, Jeff Stevens struck Jordan Renz. Now Bobby Magallanes has a tough call. Here comes Billy Gardner Jr., and that'll do it for Jeff Stevens. I was about to say Bobby will have to decide whether to send Renz to try to stay out of a double play, but we'll talk about that in a moment. Right now, Jeff Stevens has been lifted from this game. He goes 5 1/3, and he gets a big hand from this big crowd. 5 1/3 innings for Jeff Stevens. He leaves having given up 1 run. On 6 hits in 5 1/3, he struck out 7 and walked 1. He also hit a batter. Stevens goes 5 1/3. So far, he's been charged with 1 run on 6 hits, struck out 7, walked 1, and hit 1. Russell Haltwanger is on, a right-hander. Haltwanger, 21 years old. He's from Augusta, Georgia. And Haltwanger was a 29th round pick of the Reds in 2005. He went to Newberry College, a native of South Carolina, or now he lives in South Carolina. He was born in Georgia, lives now in Simpsonville, South Carolina. Russell Haltwanger. 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 And he comes on to face Mark Trumbo with Colonel runners at the corners and 1 out. Here in the top of the 6th inning, 1-0 Kernels. A week from tomorrow, Wednesday, May 17th, is a Fairfax State Savings Bank Money Wednesday. The first 750 of you Kernel fans to come to next Wednesday evening's game receive an envelope from Fairfax State Savings Bank with money in it. There's no catch. You don't have to do anything but be among the first 750, regardless of age or gender. Fairfax State Savings Bank will present you with an envelope, and in that envelope will be money. That's why it's called a Fairfax State Savings Bank Money Wednesday. A week from tomorrow night, May 17th. Swing and a miss by Trumbo on a fastball from Russell Haltwanger. Infield, a double play depth for Dayton. Kuhn at third, Renz at first. This is a pivotal moment in this game. If Mark Trumbo can come through, Swing and a miss by Mark, strike two. It would really help the Kernel chances. 1-0 Kernels here in the top of the sixth inning. Russell Haltewanger has come right after Mark Trumbo with his 0-2 record and 4.74 ERA. The right-hander sets and delivers. And a line shot into deep right center, way back at the wall, and it is a 3-run homer for Mark Trumbo. It comes on an 0-2 pitch. 4-0 Kernels. Mark Trumbo on an 0-2 pitch lined it onto the grass slope seating berm over the 8-foot-high wall in right center, and that gives the Kernels a 4-0 lead here in the sixth inning. You talk about a big at-bat for Mark Trumbo. He had swung and missed on 2 fastballs. Russell Haltewanger tried to sneak another one by him, and Mark Trumbo laced it over the right center field wall on a line onto the grass slope seating berm, and that vaults the Kernels into a 4-0 lead here in the sixth inning. Strike one is in to Brett Martinez. Oh, brother, Mark Trumbo with his 4th home run of the year, and he hit it on an 0-2 pitch. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Brett Martinez. Now he launches one into straightaway right. Gerardo Cabrera doesn't have to move a step to make the catch. Brett Martinez flies to right. 2 gone here in the Kernel sixth inning. Well, that closes the book on Jeff Stevens. He goes 5 1/3 innings, and in 5 1/3, Stevens is charged with 3 runs on 6 hits. He struck out 7, walked 1, and hit 1. Russell Haltewanger will now face Travis Schlichting, who's 0 for 2 so far tonight. Swing and a miss by Travis on a breaking pitch. Russell Haltewanger has 2 saves to his credit. In 19 innings, he's surrendered 18 hits, struck out 21 batters in 19 innings, walked 8. Strike 2, a curve at the knees to Travis Schlichting. Mark Trumbo went the other way on an 0-2 pitch and drilled a 3-run homer onto the grass slope seating berm and right. And that's another $25 that will be donated from the former Access Direct, now PRC in Cedar Rapids, to the Haycap Food Reservoir. Did Schlichting go around on a pitch down and away? No, and it's 2-2 to Travis. 2 Kernel home runs tonight, and now a total of $450 from PRC's Community Care to the Haycap Food Reservoir. Here's a towering pop foul behind the plate. Craig Tatum staggers, and it's beyond his reach into the box seats behind home plate. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes to Travis Schlichting. 4-0 Kernels here in the top of the sixth inning. Haltewanger misses low with a fastball. Full count now to Travis. Brad Kuhn got it started with a leadoff triple. Now a swing and a foul by Schlichting as he just about jumped out of his shoes at that payoff offering from the Dayton right-hander. Next Thursday, a 6:30 start. And that's a Buck a Cup Thursday. 12-ounce draft beer and 12-ounce soda and slushies, only $1 next Thursday. Ball 4, a terrific at-bat for Travis Schlichting as he draws a 2-out walk here in the sixth inning. Craig Tatum trots out to the mound to have a word with his right-hander. Saturday the 20th, Game 5 of our upcoming 8-game homestand. Series opener against Kane County. Fireworks. Jack Rader, our general manager, was all smiles as he reminded me that Saturday, May 20th is a special night. Gates open at 4, a 5 o'clock start, and fireworks after the game. But between the game and the fireworks, a throw to first, and Schlichting is out. He got his spikes caught up in the dirt and is out picked off. Boy, that looked awkward, as it looked like Travis was trying to get back in slow motion. He must have gotten his spikes hung up in the dirt, and he is tagged out to end the 6th inning. For the Kernels, 3 runs on 2 hits. A 3-run blast by Mark Trumbo with Kuhn and Renz aboard. A walk. There were no Dragonaires. The Kernels leave the bases empty. After the game Saturday the 20th, before the fireworks, Kernel players will be on the field to sign autographs, and you can play catch on the field. Then sit back and enjoy the fireworks. Meet me at the stadium for the season's first fireworks show, Saturday, May 20th. We go to the home half of the 6th with the Kernels now leading Dayton 4-0. This is Kernel Baseball on the Kernel Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Phil Andrews, your local Pekin Insurance agent at Andrews Insurance here in Cedar Rapids. Even though we all do our best to stay healthy, we can never anticipate when an illness or accident might strike. Couple that reality with rising medical costs, and the importance of a top-notch medical plan becomes clear. Pekin Insurance offers a wide choice of deductibles and a non-tobacco user discount. To explore the major medical insurance plan that best fits you, visit me, Phil Andrews, at Andrews Insurance.
Hi, this is Dave Town with Five Seasons Transportation and Parking. Do you ever wonder if it's safe to send your child on the bus? It is, and here's a few reasons why. All the buses in Cedar Rapids are equipped with security cameras, so the drivers always know what's happening behind them. The buses also have global positioning systems for GPS, which means they can be tracked at any time by satellite. Does that surprise you? It shouldn't. Five Seasons Transportation takes safety very seriously, and we've taken many steps to make sure your child will have a safe, easy ride every time they take the bus. Even when your child isn't on the bus, Five Seasons Transportation is helping keep them safe by using pollution-free biodiesel and alcohol fuels, Iowa products that help keep the air clean. And if your child is ever in trouble, they can always flag down a bus for help. I'm Dave Town, and I like to think of the bus as a traveling safety cocoon, motoring along Cedar Rapids streets. And keep in mind, if the bus is that safe and easy for your child, maybe you should think about riding the bus to work. Affordable, convenient, and safe. That's the bus. Ride it.
The league's leading hitter, Paul Janisch, has opened up the bottom of the 6th for Dayton by chopping a 2-hopper to third. Travis Schlipking backhanded and threw out Janisch, 1 away. Now a swing and a miss by left-handed hitting Jay Bruce, who has struck out twice. Ball 1 low from Nick Adenhart. Bottom of the 6th inning, the Kernels have out-hit the Dragons 7-3 and lead the game 4-0. Jay Bruce slugged 2 home runs last night. A fastball at the knees from the Kernel right-hander puts Jay Bruce, the 19-year-old, in the hole 1-2. Nick Adenhart's 19 years old. So, too, is the Cincinnati Red first-round pick from last year, left-handed slugging Jay Bruce. Big guy. Look out, he lines one the other way, foul into the 4th row of the box seats beyond the Dayton third base dugout. They list Bruce at 6'2", 205. I'd say he goes more like 6'3", 230. Left-handed batter. The 1-2 from Nick. Curve and a swing and a miss. That's the 8th strikeout for Nick Adenhart. 8 strikeouts, and Adenhart, who already has 4 wins on the season, has been very impressive tonight. This has been a stern test for Nick. Just look at what the Dragons did last night. 8 of their 11 hits were for extra bases as they clubbed the Kernels 10-4. The Dragons socked 4 homers, hammered 3 doubles, and also had a triple. 2 gone for B.J. Szymanski, who takes high, ball 1. Szymanski is lined out to short. A leaping stab by Heinle Stacia took a run away from the Dragons in the first, and last time up, B.J. popped out to shallow first. Now he swings hard and tips the pitch foul into the mid of catcher Brett Martinez. Strike 1 to B.J. Szymanski. Dayton has green numbers on the back of their home white jerseys, and then black block letters spell out their names on the back of their jerseys. Fastball inside, and it's 2-1 to Szymanski. We'll have our baseball fun fact for you when the Kernels bat in the top of the 7th inning. The 2-1 to BJ. Swing and a miss on a fastball, strike 2. opened this inning with his .407 league-leading average by chopping to third. Jay Bruce struck out for the third time. 8 strikeouts for Nick Adenhart. The 2-2 to Szymanski is fouled straight back. Family Fun Sunday on Sunday the 21st of May. Dollar popcorn. The Kernels will sign autographs from 1:20 until 1:40 before the 2 o'clock game, Sunday the 21st. Change-up, swing and a miss. B.J. Szymanski strikes out. That's 9 strikeouts in 6 frames for Nick Adenhart, who retires the side in order for the first time tonight. Nick Adenhart has been sensational on the hill for the Kernels tonight. Darn near untouchable. As we go to the 7th, our baseball fun fact just around the corner, the Kernels are on top of the Dragons 4-0. You're tuned to Kernel Baseball on the Kernel Radio Network.
Get ready for summer and beat high gas prices with a pre-owned vehicle from Randy Keel Honda. Their inventory is jam-packed with fuel-efficient vehicles designed to save you money. Get an economical sedan for your daily commute, or indulge your sporty side with a high-performance coupe. Randy Keel Honda carries a large selection of Honda certified pre-owned vehicles, backed by a 12-month, 12,000-mile comprehensive warranty and 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Need to haul the entire family? For a limited time, you can get special financing on Honda certified pre-owned Odyssey. Whatever your driving needs, Randy Keel Honda has the vehicle for you. Visit Randy Keel Honda on Centerpoint Road Northeast or online at randykeel.com. Randy Keel Honda, where they treat you right.
When you're in the market to buy or sell a home, how can you differentiate one realtor from another? The distinction is clear when you consider the remarkable offer that Dick Ramsey of Skogman Realty makes. Dick Ramsey's offer is unprecedented. Buy one of Dick Ramsey's homes, and Dick Ramsey will buy yours. That extraordinary pledge bears instant replay. Buy one of Dick Ramsey's homes, and Dick Ramsey will buy yours. For the best home buying or home selling experience in Cedar Rapids, turn to the home team. Skogman Realty's Dick Ramsey.
After 6 innings, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Kernels. No runs, 3 hits, no errors by the Dragons. Nick Adenhart has been sensational, spectacular, dominant. In 6 innings, he's given up no runs on 3 hits and struck out 9. Warner Madrigal waves at a changeup low and away, ball 1 or strike 1. Warner has struck out twice, once swinging, once looking. Our guest on the South Slope Communications Triple Play Show, Warner Madrigal, takes inside for a ball. He told us how much he enjoys fishing. 2 hours off the coast of the Dominican Republic, and he catches marlin and dolphin. And he says it's dangerous. Fastball juts inside and low, 2-1 to Warner. Well, if you've seen the movie Good Night, Good Luck, portraying journalist Edward R. Murrow, you'll have an appreciation for our baseball fun fact. Warner drills one up the middle. It skips past second base into center for a leadoff single. Warner Madrigal has joined in on the Kernel hit parade, which is now up to 8 hits tonight. A 2-1 pitch from Russell Halterwanger, and Warner drove it on the ground up the middle for a leadoff single. The movie Good Night and Good Luck, portraying Edward R. Murrow, was nominated for several Academy Awards, and it was filmed in black and white, and it highlighted the Joseph McCarthy era, the Red Scare, where Joseph McCarthy, the senator from Wisconsin, was on an anti-communist, not vendetta, but hunt. He was hunting for subversives. And I remember this on my old baseball card. Cincinnati, because of that Joseph McCarthy Red Scare Cold War era, the Reds were known as the Red Legs rather than the Reds from 1953 through 1958. I have some baseball cards from that era, 53 through 58, that say Red Legs. And Red Legs was the name for the Reds to avoid any appearance of an affiliation with communism.
The National Weather Service in the Quad Cities has issued a tornado warning for central Cedar County and east central Iowa until 8:45 p.m. At 7:39 p.m., the National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated a tornado 12 miles west of Dayton, or about 11 miles northeast of Iowa City, moving east at 20 miles an hour. The tornadoes will be near Dayton by 8:15 p.m. The safest place to be in a tornado is in a basement or interior room or hallway on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a tornado warning has been issued until 8:45 p.m. for Cedar County, Iowa.
Why they were called the Cincinnati Redlegs rather than the Reds. There goes Madrigal, a swing and a miss by Madison Edwards. The throw to second nails Warner trying to steal. It was a hit and run. The shortstop, Paul Yanish, took the throw, and it went 2-6. 2-6 as Madison Edwards missed a sinking fastball, couldn't put it in play, and Warner Madrigal caught trying to steal second for the first out here in the seventh inning. Again, it went 2-6, catcher to shortstop. Here's a deep drive by Edwards, hooking foul. That one over a net that protects the street down the right field line. Madison hit it long and hard, but foul. Base is empty, one away here in the top of the seventh, and the Kernels lead the Dragons 4-0. Madison Edwards calls time, and that prompts Craig Tatum, the catcher, to trot out to the base of the mound, and the plate umpire dusts off home plate. In left field is a Dragon's Lair. That's the name of the seating section. They are green seats right above the left field wall, to the right of the 338 mark, and to the left of the 381 sign. And then beyond that is a huge brick building that houses a concession area. On top of that is the 6-foot-high mammoth scoreboard with a video screen as the centerpiece. A grass-sloped seating berm is where Mark Trumbo slugged a 3-run homer in the sixth inning off of this right-hander, Haltewanger, whose curve is just inside. And it runs the count full to Madison Edwards. Madrigal led this inning off by singling up the middle. And on a hit and run, Madison swung and missed, and Craig Tatum threw out Madrigal for the first out of the inning, trying to steal second. Now ball 4 downstairs to Madison Edwards. Madison's on for the second straight time as he draws a base on balls. Let's go back to Sunday, May 21st. It's not only dollar popcorn and spending time on the field, getting autographs from the Kernel players from 120 to 140. Velocity Sports Performance sponsors running the bases after the game and playing catch on the field. The game starts at 2 on Sunday the 21st. The gates open at 1. A throw to first, and Madison Edwards back standing up. But that Sunday, May 21st, is also another family fun day in this sense. Travel advisors will be giving away a basketball signed by the Orlando Magic, beach gear, and T-shirts. Here's a looper into center, and it falls for a hit. Madison Edwards will stop at second as B.J. Szymanski gets it back in. Heinle Stacia reaches for the third time tonight. He had 3 hits last night. That's his second hit this evening as he was jammed but was strong enough to loop it into shallow center, sending Madison Edwards to second. First and second, 1 out. And Larry Pearson, the pitching coach of the Dragons, comes out to have a word with Russell Haltewanger. And a right-hander up for the Dragons in their left field bullpen. He has just started to throw. Dayton's pitching staff ranks second to last in the league with a 4.43 ERA. And a long conversation on the hill by the Dayton pitching coach to his right-hander, Haltewanger. It's not too early to look ahead to June. Jack Rader, once again, our general manager, has signed an agreement with a great friend of the Kernels over the years, Pat McGrath Chevyland. Friday, June 2nd, 3 of you Kernel fans 18 years or older on hand to see the Kernels take on Burlington. 3 of you will win a used car from Pat McGrath Chevyland on Friday, June 2nd. Gates open at 6 on Friday, June 2nd. The game starts at 7 for Pat McGrath Chevyland used car night. 2 on, 1 out for Brad Kuhn. Brad takes up and away for a ball. Kuhn ripped a double on the ground, passed first into the right, or ripped a triple on the ground, passed first into the right field corner to start the Kernel 3-run 6th. Edwards at second, Stacia at first, and ball 2 upstairs from Halterwanger. Zach Stock, a right-hander, warming up for the Dragons in their left field bullpen. Brad lays off ball 3 upstairs. 3-1 now to Brad Kuhn. Check that, 3-0. 3-0 to Brad. The left fielder, Mike Griffin, is playing very shallow. There's a pitch high, ball 4 to load the bases, and that may be it for Russell Halterwanger. Let's see if Billy Gardner Jr. has to come out with the hook. Yes, he does. We're going to have a new pitcher here in the 7th inning. The Kernels have loaded the bases with 1 out. Russell Halterwanger goes 1/3 of an inning. So far, he's allowed 1 run on 1, 2, 3 hits. Halterwanger struck out none, and he walked 3. Well, as Zach Stott comes in, we have a chance to bring you up to date on the State Farm Major League Scoreboard. It's brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Brad Dunn, Gary Shubat, Dale Thompson, and Al Shetler. Let's start in the American League at Yankee Stadium. They're in the bottom of the 4th, and the Red Sox are stomping the Bombers 7-2. In Baltimore tonight, the Orioles trailed the Tigers, the 20-12 Tigers, 5-2 Tigers in the top of the 6th inning at Camden Yards. Oakland is mauling the Blue Jays at Rogers Center in Toronto, 5-0 A's, and they're in the top of the 7th inning. Our parent club, the struggling Angels, at 14-19, are tied with the White Sox, 1-1, top of the 3rd at U.S. Cellular Field. The Twins are dismantling Texas at Ameriquest Field in Arlington, 9-3 Minnesota, and 9-0 Twins. They're in the bottom of the 2nd. Cleveland's broken out on top of the Royals at Kauffman Stadium, 2-0 in the top of the 2nd inning. Later tonight, the Devil Rays take on the Mariners in Seattle. Now let's take a look at the National League on the State Farm Major League Scoreboard. Pittsburgh's playing at home, and in the top of the 7th, they lead the Diamondbacks 2-0. The Braves are on top of the Marlins at Dolphin Stadium, top of the 5th inning, 3-1 Atlanta. The Mets trail the Phillies at Citizens Bank Ballpark, 3-0, top of the 7th inning. It's the Nationals over the Reds, 4-0 in the top of the 7th inning. That's 55 minutes south of here. The Nationals 4, the Reds 0 in the top of the 7th. The Cardinals in the top of the 3rd playing at Busch Stadium lead Colorado 1-0. Later tonight, the Brewers and Padres in San Diego, Houston and the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium, and the Cubs visit the Giants at SBC Park. That complete look at the State Farm Major League Scoreboard here from Dayton, sponsored by State Farm Insurance agents Dale Thompson, Al Shetler, Gary Shubat, and Brad Dunn. Here's Dallas Morris with the bases loaded and 1 out, taking high, ball 1 from right-hander Zach Stott. S-T-O-T-T. Dallas shoots one high and foul down the right field line and out of play, strike 1. Edwards at 3rd, Stacia at 2nd, Kuhn at 1st, top of the 7th, 4-0 Kernels. Zach Stott is a tall right-hander. 0-2 this year. He's on for the 14th time out of the Dragon bullpen with a 5.14 ERA. A high pop foul one drifts over the grandstand roof, or onto the suite roof, rather. There's no grandstand roof here. And down below it goes. Where it lands, someone knows. Zach Stott is 6'4", 200 pounds, out of Dixie State College in Utah. He's ahead of Dallas Morris, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Kernels would like to put a little more cushion on a 4-0 lead, which is really nothing in this ballpark against such a high-powered offense as the Dragons. The 1-2 to the Kernel number 3 hitter. A curve grounded foul past third, foul ball. That would have scored a pair. Zach Stott pitched here in Dayton last season. Appeared in 38 games as a relief pitcher, 2 as a starter. Zach was 2-2 with a 4.16 earned run average. 71 innings pitched by this fella, and he allowed 89 hits. Morris is hit. Dallas Morris drilled in the left shoulder, and that run will be charged to Russell Haltewanger. Trotting in from third, Dallas Morris to make it 5-0 Kernels. Stacia goes to third, Kuhn to second. Dallas Morris struck on a 1-2 pitch to drive home a run and make it 5-0 Kernels. It's Dallas's 11th RBI of the year. A hard way to drive in a run, but Dallas just tossed the bat quickly toward the Kernel first base dugout and sprinted down to first. Base is loaded, 1 out. Here's Jordan Renz. Fouling one straight back here. Look out. That one ricochets off the facade of the suite roof. The suite roof is green. Jordan has singled, homered, been hit by a pitch, and scored. Curve, and that one is ripped foul into the third base stands. Jordan Renz jumped all over that pitch from Zach Stott and fouled it hard into the third base seats for strike 2. Base is jammed with Kernels. 1 away, top of the 7th, 5-0 Kernels. Jordan swings and tips it foul into the glove of the catcher, Craig Tatum. He held it. Strike 3. Jordan wasn't sure what the count was, so he stayed at home plate, but that strikeout is out number 2 here in the Kernel 7th, and it brings up Mark Trumbo. Trumbo is hit into a double play, flown to right, and belted a 3-run homer his last time up. That made it 4-0 Kernels. That home run came off Russell Haltewanger, who's been lifted here in the 7th for Zach Stott. Can Trumbo pick up Jordan Renz? Ball one upstairs to Mark, who's wearing a pair of white batting gloves and using a white ash bat. Outfield straightaway for the Dragons. Zach Stott, 22-year-old right-hander from the state of Utah. With a let-up, and it's popped up into shallow left. Paul Yanis, the shortstop, pedals out, but it's the left fielder, Mike Griffin, who comes on to make the catch. Mark Trumbo flies to left. The Kernels send 7 men to the plate in the 7th inning, score 1 run on 2 hits, 2 walks, a hit batsman, no Dragon errors, and the Kernels leave the bases full and have stranded 6. Time to stretch here in Dayton. Our 7th inning stretch at home, of course, sponsored by Lindale Dental Care. We go to the bottom of the 7th. The Kernels now lead the Dragons 5-0. You're listening to Kernel Baseball on the Kernel Radio Network.
We're here for your communication needs. Internet service, telephone, and TV. As a cooperative telephone company, our members are owners. We make a good team. Service second to none. South Slope Cooperative Communication. Are you looking to take your baseball or softball game to the next level? The premier place to do it is Perfect Game, located across the street from Veterans Memorial Stadium. Perfect Game's professional baseball and softball instructors will help improve your pitching, hitting, throwing, fielding, and base running abilities in Iowa's premier training facility. For the best individual baseball and softball instruction and training, visit Perfect Game. That's Perfect Game, just a fly ball away from Veterans Memorial Stadium.
When it comes to making buying decisions, people let their fingers do the walking through Yellow Book Yellow Pages. It's no wonder. Yellow Book's packed with ads, coupons, restaurant menus, and more. Delivering to homes and businesses throughout the area, Yellow Book combines the features consumers want with advertising rates business owners can afford. To place your ad, call 1-800-YB-YELLOW. That's 1-800-YB-YELLOW. Yellow Book, not the other book.
19-year-old phenom Nick Adenhart is ready to set sail here in the home half of the seventh with the Kernels leading Dayton 5-0. This Dragon team can explode quickly. So this one, although going very well, is not over. A curve is high to Eric Hyman. Ball one. He is struck out in line to right. Nick Adenhart is fan 9. Hit a batter and walked one. Scattered 3 hits. There's a Uncle Charlie. Ruled high. Ball 2 to Hyman from Kansas State. The Kernels have Tim DeJurgis and Chris Howell loosening up down the right field line. Will Hyman take on a 2-0 pitch? Yes, and it's over but low, ball 3. And the plate umpire explaining to Nick where that pitch was. There's a fastball on the outside edge for strike one called. The Kernels with 1 in the 4th on a home run by Renz, 3 in the 6th on a 3-run blast from Mark Trumbo, and a solo run in the 7th when a bases-loaded pitch from Zach Stott struck Dallas Morris. 5-0 Kernels. Nick has come back to run the count full as Hyman fouls one away to the right. Now a ground ball up the middle. Diving stop by Dallas Morris. He throws the batter out. What a play by Dallas Morris, the Kernel second baseman, to take a sure hit away from Eric Hyman. That is the second outstanding defensive play turned in by a Kernel tonight. Dallas Morris, who told us recently on one of our Toyota Financial Services Cedar Rapids Gazette, Culver's Frozen Custard and Butterburger, Bloomsbury Farm reading assembly trips to elementary schools that he hadn't played second base since junior high, made a whale of a diving stop to his right, and then had enough poise and time to throw out Eric Hyman, one away. Jabalito Hernandez shoots one into right center. Brad Kuhn is drifting to his left, and in right center, Brad puts it away. Jabalito Hernandez skies to right, or to center rather. 2 gone here in the 7th. That is the first chance for a Kernel outfielder tonight. No, the second. Eric Hyman had lined out to Renz back in the 4th. So the Kernel outfielders have only handled 2 chances so far tonight. Here's a line drive into center by Craig Tatum for a base hit. And that hit for the Dragons their first since Gerardo Cabrera dumped a Texas League single into center, leading off the 5th inning. A 2-out liner into center by Craig Tatum brings up Gerardo Cabrera. DeJurgis and Howell, a pair of right-handers, warming up in the Kernel bullpen. Strike one delivered to Gerardo Cabrera. Right-handed hitter who is struck out and singled. Ball one low from Nick Adenhart. Just past the top of the hour in southern Ohio. Same in the City of 5 Seasons. And you're enjoying Kernel baseball here on KMRY 1450 Cedar Rapids. A towering pop-up to shallow left. Heinley Stacia backpedaling a few steps into the grass. Loves it to end the inning. Gerardo Cabrera has popped to short. And no runs in the Dayton 7th on 1 hit. There were no Kernel errors. The Dragons leave a runner and have stranded 5. Dayton clubbed the Kernels 10-4 last night. 8 of their 11 hits were for extra bases. This best offense in the league with the most home runs through 7 innings has been blanked on 4 hits by Nick Adenhart. After 7, Kernels 5, Dragons nothing. This is Kernel Baseball on the Kernel Radio Network.
When it comes to auto insurance, Westside Agency in Palo, your professional Pekin insurance agency, will make certain you're properly insured with the right coverages and deductibles. Westside Agency will tell you about the money-saving discounts from Pekin Insurance. Multi-car discount, good student discount, loss-free discount, 45-plus auto discount, auto home discount, low mileage discount. To see if you qualify for any of these auto discounts that will lower your premium, visit Westside Agency in Palo.
As we go to the top of the 8th inning here in Dayton, I want to remind you that Mother's Day is this Sunday, and Peck's Flower and Garden Shop stands ready to bring and deliver a Mother's Day smile to your mom. They've been doing it for 50 years at the corner of Blair's Ferry and Edgewood Road. You can choose from one of Peck's many thoughtful fresh flower bouquets and growing plant arrangements. Peck's, of course, is your professional FTD and Teleflora florist. That means they can deliver your Mother's Day gift almost anywhere, and your mom will be delighted. Please order early while you're thinking about it. It's easy. You can stop into Peck's. They're open until 8 o'clock on weeknights, 5 o'clock on weekends. You can call Peck's at 393-5565 or visit Peck's online at www.pecksflorist.com. Mother's Day is this Sunday, May 14th. We're set to go in the top of the 8th inning, 5-0 Kernels. And first up for the Kernels is Brett Martinez. Brett doubled his first time up tonight against starter Jeff Stevens, who went 5 1/3. Martinez pops the first pitch foul off to the right, strike 1. First pitch from Zach Stott. The third hurler employed by Dayton's Billy Gardner Jr. A breaking pitch is a beauty, and it's strike 2 to Brett. Martinez, a .256 hitting catcher. Waits. The 0-2 from Stott. Swung on and fouled. A fastball right up in Brett's wheelhouse. 3 big yellow school buses are parked above the grass slope seating berm, above the right center field wall. Great night for baseball. A tap to second. Down to get it, Mike DeJesus, and he throws out Brett Martinez, the second baseman does, to open up the Kernel 8th inning. Here's Travis Schlichting. Travis is fouled out, struck out, walked, and then been picked off first after the walk. His last time up, it was in the 6th inning. The Dragons and Kernels are pretty evenly matched. Totally different kinds of ball clubs. Dayton wins their games by out-muscling you at the plate. They lead the league in home runs. The Kernels try to win games by speed, defense, and most of all, pitching. Swinging a foul by Schlichting, and Travis is down in the count 0-2. Travis wears his gray road Kernel trousers down low near the tops of his shoes, wears a red batting helmet, a long-sleeve red shirt underneath his gray road top. A breaking pitch, and Schlichting fouls that one off his foot. It rolls towards the third base coaching box where manager Bobby Magallanes picks it up. Bobby will hustle it over to a youngster. And a smattering of clapping for Bobby's good gesture. Travis Schlichting with that pronounced open stance. Lays off a changeup in the dirt for ball 1. We'll be right back here tomorrow on KMRY, 540, the South Slope Communications Triple Play Show. 540. 6 o'clock first pitch. Then we conclude the series Thursday night, 5:40 with the South Slope Communications Triple Play Show. Schlifting corks a pitch foul. Bobby Magallanes bare hands that one outside third. 1-2 to Travis. One away, nobody on. Top of the 8th inning, 5-0 Kernels. A ground ball to short. Janisch backhands it. Paul zips his throw to first in time. Travis Schlichting is grounded out to short. 2 gone here in the Kernel 8th inning. Jessica Ferguson is put together another great draw for our Golf with the Kernel outing. Golf with the Kernels, that is. And it's at Wildcat in Shellsburg. That's a wonderful course. Wednesday, May 24th. A high drive way back and left by Madrigal. Looking up the left fielder Griffin. She's long gone. Warner Madrigal belts the 3rd Kernel home run of this game and makes it 6-0. Warner Madrigal with a home run onto the concession platform above the left center field wall makes it 6-0 Kernels. That's Warner's 3rd home run of the week. And it's the Kernel 3rd home run of the game. And it's another $25 to the Haycap Food Reservoir from PRC's Community Care in their Home Runs for the Hungry campaign. Wow, did Warner ever wallop that one high and deep to left. It's the Kernel 10th hit of the night, their 3rd home run, and it's 6-0 Kernels. Ball 1 low to Madison Edwards. Now a swing and a miss on a fastball. Wednesday, May 24th at noon, shotgun start for the Kernel Foundation Golf with the Kernels outing. A 4-person scramble with Kernel players and coaches. And I'll give you the number to call to reach Jessica Ferguson. 896-7608. 896-7608. $75 per golfer. And just $240 per foursome. You can sign up individually or come as a team. And the money will go to the raising of funds for athletic programs or facilities that are needed in eastern Iowa. That's the mission of the Kernel Foundation. 2-2 to Madison Edwards, and time is called. Again, the number to call to sign up for the Kernels Foundation Golf with the Kernels outing Wednesday, May 24th, a noon start at Wildcat Golf Course in Shellsburg, 896-7608. 896-7608. That's how you can reach Jessica Ferguson. The 2-2 to Edwards. Low and in, ball 3. A Warner Madrigal 2-out home run. Deep back to the left of the 381 mark over the 12-foot high green padded wall has given the Kernels a 6-0 lead. Edwards breaks his bat and bounces one to second. It's mishandled by Mike DeJesus and bounces behind him into shallow right. It's an error charged on Mike DeJesus. And that's the first error committed by either squad tonight, as Madison Edwards is aboard thanks to a misplay at second by Mike DeJesus. Here's Heinle Stacia. Heinle is walked, singled, popped to second, and singled. Had 3 hits last night, 2 more tonight. Started the evening batting .280. He's been the Kernel leadoff batter tonight, and he rips one into center right at Szymanski to end the inning. Heinle Stacia hit it right on the button and lines out to center. In the 8th inning for the Kernels, 1 run on the Madrigal home run, his 3rd of the week, the Kernel 3rd home run of this game. 1 hit. There was 1 Dayton error, and the Kernels leave 1 aboard and have stranded 7. And after 7.5 at Fifth Third Field, Kernels 6, Dragons nothing. You're enjoying Kernel baseball on the Kernel Radio Network.
The hottest feature in beautiful Veterans Memorial Stadium is the coolest place. It's the Whirling Waters Waters Home Run Hot Tub. How can you and your friends relax and splash it up from the most coveted spot at the ballpark? Simply register at Center Point in Westdale Mall, and listen, if you're selected as the winner, you'll enjoy the ultimate entertainment experience. AquaJet Stream Comfort atop the left field wall in the Whirling Waters Home Run Hot Tub. Brought to you by Westdale Mall and by Whirling Waters. Your chance to splash it up.
Get ready for summer and beat high gas prices with a pre-owned vehicle from Randy Keel Honda. Their inventory is jam-packed with fuel-efficient vehicles designed to save you money. Get an economical sedan for your daily commute, or indulge your sporty side with a high-performance coupe. Randy Keel Honda carries a large selection of Honda certified pre-owned vehicles, backed by a 12-month, 12,000-mile comprehensive warranty and 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Need to haul the entire family? For a limited time, you can get special financing on Honda certified pre-owned Odyssey. Whatever your driving needs, Randy Keel Honda has the vehicle for you. Visit Randy Keel Honda on Centerpoint Road Northeast or online at randykeel.com. Randy Keel Honda, where they treat you right.
We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, and we have a U.S. Cellular call to the Colonel bullpen. Chris Howell takes over for Nick Adenhart and fires a strike in to Mike DeJesus. Bottom of the 8th, 6-0 Kernels. Chris Howell working for the first time since Friday night at home against Wisconsin. He pitched a scoreless inning in that stint. Chris Howell, 22-year-old right-hander from the University of Tennessee, misses outside, now delivers low, and it's 2-1 to Mike DeJesus, who is 0-for-2 against Nick Adenhart. Nick goes 7 innings, allowed no runs on 4 hits, struck out 9, walked 1, hit a batter, and unleashed 2 wild pitches. A swing and a foul off to the left evens the count to the batter, left-handed hitting Mike DeJesus. 2-2. Chris's 2-2 pitch is lifted foul down the left field line towards the Dayton bullpen and up into the green seats. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes to Mike DeJesus. Brings another one, and it's chopped to the right side. Dallas Morris charges and fields at his shoe top level on 3 hops and throws out to Jesus. Dallas Morris had to charge that ball, and he did, and was rewarded by getting it on the second hop. 1 away here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The final line on Nick Adenhart bears repeating. 7 innings pitched, no runs, 4 hits, 9 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 hit batter, 2 wild pitches. Bouncer foul pass first as Mark Trumbo leaned into foul ground 20 feet behind the base, but it was spanked foul by Mike Griffin. 1 out, base is empty. Bottom of the 8th inning, 6-0 Kernels. Look out, there's a bullet foul into the first base stands. 0-2 on the right-handed batter out of Baylor University, Mike Griffin. Now a slider low and away, and it's ball 1. Chris Howell is 1-2 this year, a 4.86 ERA, 1 save. He's on for the 10th time. He's pitched 16 2/3 innings and allowed 18 hits. A changeup, and that one's looped into right for a 1-out single. Second hit of the night for Mike Griffin. Heavy thunder now coming up for the Dragons as Mike Griffin drops a single in front of Jordan Renz in right. Howell in 16 2/3 has surrendered 18 hits, struck out 13, walked only 4, The league hitting .295 against Chris Howell, the Colonel right-hander, who pitched for the University of Tennessee in last summer's College World Series in Omaha. Chris is 6'1", 210. Fires outside, ball one to Paul Janisch, the league's leading hitter. Janisch singled in the first off Nick Adenhart, then struck out and chopped to third. Strike one call to the .407 hitter, who doubled twice and homered in Dayton's series opening win last night. Kernels out to even this series at one game apiece, ahead 6-0 here in the eighth, and a changeup dips low. Ball two to Paul Janisch. Spells his last name Janish, and he went to Rice University in Houston. Ball three is downstairs. Janisch, a fifth-round pick of the Reds in 2004. He's from Cypress, Texas, near Houston. And he fouls the 3-1 pitch right back over our heads. We're to the right of home plate here at Fifth Third Field, where tonight 7,969 are on hand. 7,969. Jack Rader asked me to make sure that there are indeed that many people here. Ball four, low and away, and that brings up Jay Bruce. 2 on, 1 out, as Chris Howell is now going to have to face a slugger who belted 2 home runs in last night's Dayton win. Well, Jack, I can tell you this. Out of the 7,969, I would say there are about 6,750 here. Oh, yes, there are some seats that aren't full. Kernan Ronan is paying a Mercy Medical Center heart-to-heart visit to the mound to talk it over with Chris Howell. You owe it to yourself and the people who love you to find out what your risk of heart disease is with a $35 heart-to-heart screening from Mercy Medical Center. It's quick, easy, and convenient. Most importantly, it could save your life. For your $35 heart-to-heart screening, call Mercy 398-6821. Strike one call to Jay Bruce. Ryan Aldridge is now warming up for the Kernels in the right field corner. Ryan Aldridge. Chris Howell has gotten ahead of Bruce 0-1. A chop and a short could be 2. Stacia flags it down. Steps on second. Throws the first for a double play. Jay Bruce has chopped into a 6-3 inning-ending double play. Chris Howell has prevented the Dragons from scoring. They had 2 on with 1 out, and their number 3 hitter, left-handed slugger Jay Bruce at the plate, but Chris Howell gets Jay Bruce to wrap into a Stacia to Trumbo 6-3 double play. In the 8th, no runs for Dayton. 1 hit, a walk. There were no Colonel errors. The Dragons leave a runner, and they've stranded 6. After 8, Colonel's on top of the Dragons. 6-0. This is Kernel Baseball on the Kernel Radio Network.
With spring comes a sound we're all familiar with. Lawnmowers. The Solid Waste and Recycling Department encourages you to mulch your grass this year, though instead of bag. It's a practice known as grass cycling. Why grass cycling? Well, it saves time because you don't have to rake or bag your grass clippings. But it also saves money because those clippings contain essential nutrients, reducing your need for expensive fertilizers. Best of all, grass cycling helps to save landfill space. Do your part. Grass cycle. This message from the Solid Waste and Recycling Department.
Zach Stott remains on the hill for the Dragons. Let's give you a scoring recap as we head to the top of the 9th inning. The Kernels broke a 0-0 tie in the 4th inning on the strength of a Jordan Renz home run over the left center field wall, his 5th of the season, and it gave the Kernels a 1-0 lead. In the 6th inning, Brad Kuhn led off against the starter Jeff Stevens and drilled a double down the right field line, past first into the right field corner. 1 out later, Renz was hit by a pitch. It was 1st and 3rd. Kuhn's was a triple. Brad Kuhn, a leadoff triple. 1 out later, Renz was hit by a pitch. In came Russell Halterwanger, and an 0-2 pitch, Mark Trumbo hammered one over the right field wall for a 3-run homer. Here's a hard hit ball into left, deep to left, and it's over the head of Mike Griffin. And speeding into second with a leadoff double is Brad Kuhn. Brad Kuhn has his fourth double of the year. I just told you he tripled and was aboard for Mark Trumbo's 3-run homer back in the 6th inning. Brad Kuhn is doubled over the head of Mike Griffin, the left fielder, to open up this Kernel 9th inning. And that's the 11th Kernel hit of the game. The Kernels added a run in the 7th inning, a bases-loaded hit batsman by Zach Stock. This pitcher, Dallas Morris, was the man hit. Madison Edwards scored to make it 5-0. And then in the 7th inning, Warner Madrigal launched his third home run of the week, the Kernel third home run of the evening, to make it 6-0. Meanwhile, Nick Adenhart hit 7 shutout innings of 4-hit, 9-strikeout baseball. Chris Howell pitched a scoreless 8th. We're in the 9th with Kuhn at second and nobody out. Here's a high, deep drive, slicing foul off the bat of Dallas Morris toward the Kernel right field bullpen. Onto a triangular grass slope seating berm that's tucked into the corner. No finals yet from this evening on the State Farm Major League scoreboard. Morris takes a blistering fastball on the outside corner. That's strike 2. Now Dallas wraps one up the middle, backhanded by the second baseman DeJesus. He throws high, and that's going to allow Brad Kuhn to score from second. DeJesus winged his throw over the head of Joselito Hernandez off the railing of the Kernel first base dugout. No RBI for Dallas, but the second error committed at second base in the last 2 innings by Mike DeJesus. Morris goes to second. Kuhn scores to make it 7-0 Kernels. 7-0 in favor of the Kernels here in the 9th inning. Jordan Renz swinging at a curve and missing. Jordan has homered. He singled in the second, was erased in a double play, homered with 1 out in the 4th to break a scoreless tie, and then was hit by a pitch and was aboard on Mark Trumbo's 3-run dinger in the 6th inning. The 0-1 to Renz. A curve, and that's drilled into the right center field alley. On the run, Szymanski, and Szymanski dives and can't get it. It's to the base of the wall. Rounding third and scoring is Dallas Morris. On to third, Renz. He slides in feet first for a triple. Jordan Renz has tripled into the right center field gap, driving home Dallas Morris to give the Kernels an 8-0 lead. And what a night at the plate for Jordan Renz. Renz is singled, homered, been hit by a pitch, and now delivers an RBI triple into the right center field gap. B.J. Szymanski left his feet in a desperate dive. I think he might have gotten a glove on it. It ricocheted and went all the way to the base of the wall in right center. Renz beat the relay to third, and he has a triple. And the Kernels have broken this one open here with a pair in the 9th inning and lead it 8-0. Jordan Renz has really come alive with the bat in the last couple of weeks, and we need it after having Pat Riley promoted to Rancho Cucamonga and a couple of the other Kernels still kind of trying to get on track. Jordan has really become a steady, consistent hitter. Look out, here's a pitch roped foul on the ground by Mark Trumbo underneath the legs of Bobby Magallanes, coaching at third. 8-0 Kernels here in the top of the 9th inning. Mark Trumbo with a big blow in this game, a 6th inning 3-run blast. Swings and misses, and he's down on strikes. 1 away here in the 9th inning. Mark was trying to deliver that fly ball to chase home Renz. let's see if Brett Martinez can pick Mark up and do just that. A Colonel victory here this evening would pull us even in the series at a game apiece with Dayton and up the Colonel first half record to 16-16. Here's a high drive down the left field line. It'll score a run. Into the corner goes Mike Griffin to catch it. Racing home to make it 9-0 Kernels is Jordan Renz. A sacrifice fly for Brett Martinez. That's his 11th RBI of the year. And you talk about picking up a teammate. Brett Martinez picked up Mark Trumbo, delivered the sacrifice fly to left, and it's been a 3-run outburst here in the 9th inning for the Kernels. 9-0. The Kernels have amassed 12 hits, 3 of them home runs. We're having the same kind of night at the plate that the Dragons had last night. Well, I guess turnabout is fair play. Ball one outside from Zach Stott, the right-hander, to Travis Schlichting. Travis, 0 for 3 tonight, has drawn a walk. And Travis fouls one off the end of the bat over the Colonel first base dugout. Getting back to Jack Rader's question, our general manager, he wanted me to comment on whether every seat was actually occupied here in Dayton during this series. And, Jack, the answer is no. That is not the case. But in my opinion, 90 to 92% of the seats during the middle part of the game are spoken for. Not 100%, though. There are some, quote, no-shows. 7th year of a phenomenal story being written here in Dayton. Ball 4 upstairs. Travis Schlichting is drawn a 2-out walk here in the top of the 9th inning. Zach Stott came on the 7th. He hit a batter to force in a run. That run was not his, but he has allowed 4 runs tonight out of the Dayton bullpen. Zach's curve is a beauty. Strike 1 to Warner Madrigal, who homered with 2 outs off Zach Stott in the 8th inning, his last time up. Now a fastball at the knees, taken for strike 2 by Warner. 9 runs on 12 hits for the Kernels tonight, no errors. No runs, 5 hits for the Dragons. There's a line shot foul. Out of play down the right field line. Nick Adenhart could be in line to go 5-0 for the Kernels. The 2-2 just missed low and away. Zach Stott tried to influence the umpire's decision by taking a few steps towards the Dragons' third base dugout. Stott's 2-2, a curve, and that's popped in the air to second. Mike DeJesus has a beat on it, taps his mitt, and hauls it down for the final out of the 9th inning. Warner Madrigal pops to second. The Kernels, though, score 3 runs on 2 hits. 1 Dragon error. The Kernels leave 1 man aboard and have stranded 8. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Kernels lead it 9-0 over the Dragons. And you're tuned to Kernel Baseball here on the Kernel Radio Network.
With spring comes a sound we're all familiar with, lawnmowers. The Solid Waste and Recycling Department encourages you to mulch your grass this year, though instead of bag, it's a practice known as grass cycling. Why grass cycling? Well, it saves time because you don't have to rake or bag your grass clippings. But it also saves money because those clippings contain essential nutrients, reducing your need for expensive fertilizers. Best of all, grass cycling helps to save landfill space. Do your part. Grass cycle. This message from the Solid Waste and Recycling Department.
The next time you catch yourself about ready to throw away a glass jar or glass bottle, stop. glass jars and bottles are recyclable. Simply rinse out your glass, put the lids in your blue recycling box, and place the glass items in a plastic container. A plastic bucket or small plastic wastebasket will do just fine. Use one plastic container for clear glass and a second separate container for colored glass. Set your plastic container or containers with your glass in them next to your blue recycling box for curbside collection. Remember, glass is recyclable.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin. You know, Hometown Restyling has served Eastern Iowans since 1986, providing the very finest in windows, siding, and sunrooms. Their experienced staff can handle the job from start to finish, including plans, permits, and inspections. Plus, Hometown Restyling is nationally recognized by Professional Remodeler, Qualified Remodeler, and Remodeling magazines. Call Hometown Restyling for your next remodeling project, or better yet, visit one of our beautiful showrooms in Hiawatha or Coralville. Hometown Restyling, because there's no place like home.
Check no. We go to the bottom of the ninth inning, and it's 9-0 Kernels. Chris Howell will face cleanup batter B.J. Szymanski, who taps one to shallow short. Charging Stacia, pedaling his feet towards the mound. He fires to get B.J. Szymanski. One pitch, one out, as Chris Howell gets the speedster of a cleanup batter out of Princeton University, an Ivy Leaguer, B.J. Szymanski, who's 0 for 4 tonight. Here's Eric Iman, who's also 0 for 3. He was robbed of a hit his last time up on a dazzling play to his right by second baseman Dallas Morris. Ball one high from Chris Howell. The Kernels have played spotless defense tonight. Here's a high fly ball into left center. Brad Kuhn is trotting to his right, and he has it for the second out. Eric Iman skies to center. 2 gone here in the bottom of the ninth inning. 9-0 Kernels. Abuelito Hernandez now at the plate. A Kernel victory would run Nick Adenhart's record to 5-0 and the Kernel record to 16-16. A bouncer to third, charged by Schlichting, the throw to first, and that does it. The Kernels have won this one 9-0. 9-0 Kernels as Abuelito Hernandez, first pitch swinging, chops out to third. Chris Howell works 2 scoreless innings in relief of Nick Adenhart, who's now 5-0, and the Kernels even this series at a game apiece with a 9-0 rout of the Dayton Dragons. We'll have the totals, highlights, and more coming up in just a moment on the Kernel Curtain Call. You're listening to Kernel Baseball on the Kernel Radio Network.
Next up, a musical taste of Dr. Pepper. It's a new spin on an old vibe. From me to you, a tasty sip of Dr. Pepper for your ear, and it starts like this.
I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper, wouldn't you like to be a pepper?
Now that's cool, but pepper, it's a little better. So let's slide in a taste of this.
I'm a pepper,
right on. But there's still more to it. I mean, there's nothing like it, because every sip is a kick and mashup of 23 different flavors. So for the true taste of Dr. Pepper, we dial it up even more. You know it. With 23 flavors mixed into one bold taste, every sip is a cool mix of music to your mouth. Dr. Pepper, there's more to it.
Your home is a place for savoring all the good things in life. It's a place for celebrations. It's a place where memories are created. To make sure your home is properly insured, visit Sheets Forest Draper in Marion, your professional Pekin insurance agency. Sheets Forest Draper will give you all important details about homeowners insurance with complete coverages and surprisingly affordable rates. Visit Sheets Forest Draper in Marion for homeowners insurance for your well-lived and well-loved home.
It's time for the Kernels Curtain Call. Now, with a game recap, a complete look at the State Farm scoreboard, and a look ahead to upcoming action, let's rejoin the voice of the Kernels, John Rogers.
This is Fifth Third Field in Dayton, where the Kernels have pulled even with the Dragons in this series. After last night's 10-4 Dayton win, the Kernels shell the Dragons 9-0 this evening behind Nick Adenhart. The right-hander is now 5-0. He went 7 innings and gave the Dragons no runs on 4 hits, fanned 9, walked 1, and hit a batter. The Colonel Curtain call begins by a game recap. And one of the key plays in this game was in the very first inning. Paul Janisch, the leading hitter in the league with a .407 average, singled with 1 out. Advanced to second on a Nick Adenhart wild pitch. With 2 out on a 3-0 pitch, B.J. Szymanski lined a drive that appeared to be headed into the left center field alley for an extra base hit, but it was a leaping stab by Heinle Stacia that took a run away from Dayton and kept the game scoreless after 1 inning. It remained scoreless until the 4th inning when Jordan Renz socked his 5th home run of the year, his 2nd in this series. It came with the bases empty and put the Kernels ahead in the 4th, 1-0. It remained 1-0 until the 6th inning. That's when Jeff Stevens was greeted by a Brad Kuhn triple past first into the right field corner. Renz was hit with 1 out to make it 1st and 3rd. In came Russell Haltwanger for the starter, Jeff Stevens. Haltwanger got ahead of Mark Trumbo 0-2, but then Trumbo lined a 3-run blast over the right field wall onto the grass slope seating berm. With Kuhn and Renz aboard, Trumbo's 3-run homer made it 4-0 Kernels. In the 7th inning, with the bases loaded and 1 out, Russell Haltwanger was lifted. Zach Stott came in, and he plunked Dallas Morris. Dallas was credited with an RBI as he drove home Madison Edwards from 3rd on that bases-loaded hit batsman to make it 5-0 Kernels. Or check that, yeah, to make it 5-0. That was in the 7th inning. In the 8th inning, Zach Stott retired the first 2 Kernels before Warner Madrigal belted the 3rd Kernel home run of the game to make it 6-0 Kernels. It was Madrigal's 3rd home run of this week and the 3rd Kernel home run of the game. Then in the 9th inning, the Kernels broke it open against Zach Stott, a double by Kuhn. Dallas Morris then reached on a throwing error by second baseman Mike DeJesus. On that error, Kuhn scored all the way from second to make it 7-0. Renz tripled into the right center field alley to score Dallas Morris, and that made it 8-0 Kernels in the 9th. And with 1 out, Brett Martinez chased home Renz from 3rd with an RBI sacrifice fly. Chris Howell surrendered a 1-out single to Mike Griffin, the Dayton leadoff batter, in the 8th, then walked Paul Janisch, the league's leading hitter. But Jay Bruce bounced into a 6-3 double play to end that Dragon threat, and then Chris Howell retired the Dragons quietly and in order in the bottom of the 9th. 9-0 Kernels. Here's the final line score. 9 runs, 12 hits, no errors for the Kernels. Kernels left 6 aboard. The Dragons, no runs, 5 hits, 2 errors. They stranded 8. Winning pitcher Nick Adenhart, he's 5-0. The loser was Dayton starter Jeff Stevens. He's 1-2. The game was played before a Fifth Third field crowd of 7,969, and it only took 2 hours and 32 minutes. Nick Adenhart shut out in 7 innings a team that leads the league in hitting with a .274 average. Belted 3 home runs en route to a win last night. 27 home runs, tops in the league. But Nick Adenhart quieted the Dayton bats, and Chris Howell did the same in relief as the Kernels vanquished the Dragons 9-0. We'll be back in just a moment and enjoy our PRC play of the game here on the Kernels Radio Network.
Fairfax State Savings Bank is paying you to come to the ballpark every Wednesday this season. You heard right. Fairfax State Savings Bank is paying you to come to Veterans Memorial Stadium every Wednesday this season. The first 750 of you Colonel fans to enter the gates before Wednesday's home game will receive an envelope full of money inside from Fairfax State Savings Bank. Each of those 750 envelopes will contain a greenback up to a $100 bill. Fairfax State Savings Bank, free money Wednesdays. Come early to line your pocket with cash.
There's a lot you can do to satisfy your taste for Italian. You can marry one. Do you, Susan Smith? Giuseppe Florentina. You can drive one. Or you can go to Zio Giano's and feast on
Zio's homemade bread, pizzas, and pasta, authentically prepared in Zio Giano's famous Italian style. Zio Giano's for the hometown taste of Italy.
Come to Zio Giano's, the pasta makes you feel. Come to Zio Giano's for real Italiano. Come to Zio Giano's, the pasta.
9-0 Kernels behind Nick Adenhart, and 3 Kernel home runs have even this series at a game apiece. Welcome back to Fifth Third Field. It's the Kernel Curtain Call, and now it's time, thanks to PRC, the former Access Direct in Cedar Rapids, to enjoy our PRC Kernel play of the game. Jordan Renz's home run in the 4th inning broke a scoreless tie and gave the Kernels a 1-0 lead. Brad Kuhn opened up the Kernel 6th with a triple. With 1 out, Jordan Renz was hit by a pitch, and that brought Mark Trumbo to the dish. Here's our PRC play of the game.
The right-hander sets and delivers. And a line shot into deep right center. Way back at the wall, and it is a 3-run homer for Mark Trumbo. It comes on an 0-2 pitch. 4-0 Kernels. Mark Trumbo on an 0-2 pitch. Lined it onto the grass slope seating berm over the 8-foot high wall in right center. And that gives the Kernels a 4-0 lead here in the 6th inning.
Yes, Mark Trumbo's 4th home run of the year. The second of 3 homers the Kernels would crack this evening was the key blow of the game. It was our PRC play of the game. A job at PRC, the former Access Direct, is a job you'll love. Medical, dental, vision, and pet insurance, paid training, flexible schedule, casual dress code, 401k retirement savings plan, all of those are part of the benefit package at PRC, the former Access Direct. In fact, PRC calls that benefit package that I highlighted their Life Essentials. If you're looking for a job where you'll be part of an amazing team that cares for your needs and gives you the ability to grow, visit PRC online at www.prcnet.com. We not only want to highlight that Mark Trumbo opposite field home run in the 6th is our PRC play of the game, the 3-run blast, but the 3 Kernel home runs tonight bring the Kernel total to 18 this season. And for every one of those home runs, PRC's Community Care donates $25 to the Haycap Food Reservoir to help eliminate hunger in our community and to bring food home to the hungry. PRC is proud to support the communities where their employees live and work, and their Home Runs for the Hungry campaign supporting the Haycap Food Reservoir has now amassed $475 for the Haycap Food Reservoir. That's our PRC play of the game. We'll return shortly and take a complete look at the State Farm Major League scoreboard here on the Kernel Curtain Call from Dayton on the Kernel Radio Network.
The hottest feature in beautiful Veterans Memorial Stadium is the coolest place. It's the Whirling Waters Home Run Hot Tub. How can you and your friends relax and splash it up from the most coveted spot at the ballpark? Simply register at Center Point in Westdale Mall, and listen, if you're selected as the winner, you'll enjoy the ultimate entertainment experience. AquaJet Stream Comfort atop the left field wall in the Whirling Waters Home Run Hot Tub. Brought to you by Westdale Mall and by Whirling Waters.
Also by Mix 96.5 FM. They're a part of that sponsorship with Whirling Waters and Westdale Mall. You're a part of the Kernel Curtain Call here on 1450 KMRY. We're in Dayton, Ohio, where the Kernels shellacked the Dragons behind Nick Adenhart 9-0 this evening to run the first half record to 16-16. Now, thanks to State Farm Insurance agents Gary Schubat, Brad Dunn, Dale Thompson, and Al Shetler, we can bring you up to speed on the State Farm Major League scoreboard. In the American League this evening, the Red Sox are pasting the Yankees in the Bronx. They're in the bottom of the 7th, Boston 11, New York 3. Baltimore is hosting the Tigers, and they're in a wild one, top of the 8th inning at Camden Yards. Tigers 6, Orioles 6. At Rogers Center, the Blue Jays are trailing Oakland 6-3 with the Athletics batting in the top of the 9th inning, leading Toronto 6-3. The White Sox continue to add to the miseries of our parent club, the Angels. The White Sox are stomping the Angels 7-1, bottom of the 5th inning now at U.S. Cellular Field. boy, our Angels have to shake loose. I know they're missing Bartolo Colon and Darren Erstad. And hopefully they can start to turn the ship around before they have to start bailing water quickly. 7-1 White Sox over the Angels, bottom of the fifth in Chicago. Minnesota is trampling the Rangers. It's the Twins 10 and Texas 3. That ball game being played at Ameriquest Field in Arlington. They're in the top of the sixth. The Twins lead Texas 10-3. Cleveland is playing the Royals at Kauffman Stadium tonight. They're tied 4-4 in the bottom of the fourth inning. And later tonight, Seattle will entertain the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. In the National League on the State Farm Major League scoreboard, we have a final. The Pirates flank the Diamondbacks 3-0 at PNC Park tonight. They're in the top of the seventh at Dolphin Stadium in Miami, and the Braves are trouncing the Marlins 8-1. The Mets and Phils are tied at 4, with the Phillies batting in the bottom of the ninth inning at Citizens Bank Ballpark, 4-4, the Mets and Phillies. The Nationals are clubbing the Reds 7-1, top of the ninth inning, 55 minutes south of here at Great America Ballpark. Washington leads the Reds 7-1. The Rockies are gunning for their fifth straight win. They're 20-13. So are the Cardinals. And at Busch Stadium, Colorado and the Redbirds are tied 1-1. And that ball game at Busch Stadium, 1-1, is in the bottom of the sixth inning. Later tonight, the Brewers take on the Padres at Petco Park. Houston and the Dodgers will tangle at Chavez Ravine. And the Cubs and Giants play in the city by the bay. State Farm Insurance agents Brad Dunn, Gary Schubat, Dale Thompson, and Al Shetler proud to bring you that look at the State Farm Major League scoreboard. Tonight it was Nick Adenhart upping his record to 5-0 with 7 shutout innings, striking out 9 and walking 1. The Kernels belted 3 home runs, one by Renz, a solo shot, a 3-run blast by Trumbo that really turned the game around in the 6th, and then a solo shot by Madrigal in the 8th. And the Kernels outslugged the Dragons 12-5 in the hit column, and the Kernels clobbered Dayton tonight 9-0. That will do it from the birthplace of flight, Dayton, Ohio. Series even at a game apiece. I'll look forward to greeting you again tomorrow here on 1450 KMRY with the South Slope Communications Triple Play Show at 5:40. The final again, Kernels 9, Dragons nothing. John Rogers wishing you well from Dayton, Ohio. This has been Kernel Baseball on the Kernel Radio Network.